That away, big dog. Yep, Mark. Good, Mark. Good shot. That away, roll. Good right. Yeah, BK. Hold the wrist. Yeah, ball. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Yeah, Doc. Good right. Yes, sir, bro. Yeah, BK. Big target! Hey!
Wesleyan Titan basketball pregame show is coming up in 60 seconds. 60 seconds from Mark.
Biological Honor Society is running a 50-50 drawing. You may get your tickets out the foyer. We will draw the winner at halftime.
Pregame in 40 seconds. Countdown in 40 seconds. 40 seconds from Mark. $30. $15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
The Titans are going to win the ball game. Your 2023 CCIW Men's Lacrosse Tournament champions are the Titans.
6 to shoot. Wolf wrangles in. The leaner off the glass and in. Tonight, the Titans look to close out a perfect month of January as they take the floor tonight from Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan University at Denny Bridges Court. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 881 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com. The third-ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans take on the Pioneers from Carroll University. Good evening, I'm Eric Stock along with Joel Swanson. Glad to have you with us tonight. We have Bucket Paulson in our WESN studios as the Titans look to continue their winning ways 6-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, really playing well right now, Eric, but still feeling the pressure in the conference race. Just haven't been able to shake North Park, haven't been able to shake Carthage. 8-1's an outstanding mark right now in the CCIW, but right now a three-team race. And Eric, two things. Can't afford to lose a game, and especially can't afford to lose a game at home. So still a lot of pressure on the Titans here this evening against a capable Carroll basketball team.
Yeah, a team that the Titans had to battle for a full 40 minutes against when they played back in early December. That seems so long ago now. That was in the first go-around of conference play, almost 2 months. Teams are a little bit different since that time. Aaron Wofford, one of their leading scorers and a multi-year starter, was recovering from a knee injury at that point of the season and wasn't quite ready to return to the lineup. He has since returned to the lineup and in 9 games scoring close to 10 points per game and making over 3 3-point baskets per game.
Yeah, Wofford can really shoot the basketball. And the other thing that he did well before the injury was he did a nice job creating space in his jumper. Really good job attacking the basket. We'll see kind of how that knee injury might have played out for him, but he can shoot the basketball and no doubt gives them another offensive weapon. When you kind of really look down their roster, Eric, they got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the basket, and they also have Neighbors inside who's a big post player. The Titans don't see a tremendous amount of that. Guy who can eat up some space inside that painted area. So Carroll's got some pieces, no doubt about it. This is not going to be an easy game here for Illinois Wesleyan tonight.
The Titans have a slightly different lineup since these teams played in early December, in that Josh Fridman, soon after that game, made his entry into the starting lineup, and he has become a mainstay, scoring about 11 points per game in his 10 starts and putting in a bid for an all-conference selection this year.
Absolutely. Oh boy, Josh, just toughness, grit, knows how to get to the basket and shoot the three-pointer on the outside. Has been a really good leader from the Titans as well. You know, you ask your point guard to do a lot of different things, including lead on the floor. It can be difficult with so many upperclassmen and a senior-dominated team for Illinois Wesleyan. Boy, Eric, he has just blended his game almost perfectly and melded in with what the rest of the team needs. They needed a point guard to step up, and he certainly has done a terrific job from that point guard position. You know, we heard so much about Josh coming in, and boy, everything that we have heard has come true on the floor so far this year. He has really been a terrific piece for the Titans out front.
The Titans in Carroll meeting for the 93rd time in their history. Illinois Wesleyan has won 74 and lost 18 of those matchups. The Titans have won 12 straight head-to-head going back to December of 2018 when Carroll won here at Shirk Center. Of course, there was a long respite between head-to-head matchups when Carroll was playing in the Midwest Conference for 25 years before they returned to the CCIW close to a decade ago. And that first matchup this season, back on December the 7th, was a 72-66 win against the Pioneers. But that is indicative of a number of games that Carroll has had this year. It belies their 2-6 conference record, 6-11 overall. They've had some tough losses this year, including as recently as a week ago when they went to Augustana and fell in overtime. They had another close loss to Illinois Wesleyan. That was right after they lost to North Park by just 6 points. And several games this year, including Wisconsin Whitewater, they fell to them by just 6 points. So they're not far away from being a 500 team or better.
Yeah, this is a very competitive team, and Illinois Wesleyan found that out in December. I mean, that was a game that came right down the wire. The Titans got a 6-point victory, but that was one of their largest margins of the whole day. That was Carroll had the lead well into the second half. Titans had to make some plays down the stretch. So Illinois Wesleyan knows the type of game they're getting into tonight. They're certainly not going to overlook the Pioneers no matter what that record is. This is a well-coached basketball team who has a lot of experience on the floor. We've seen that across the CCIW. Teams with tremendous experience on the floor, but including Illinois Wesleyan as well. A senior-dominated team. That's what you love about this basketball team right now. They know and understand the grind of the CCIW and what it takes to win a conference championship, something they did last year.
We'll come back and hear from Coach Ron Rose and the starting lineups just moments away here from Shirk Center on this Wednesday night. Our pregame show continues in just a moment. The third-ranked Titans and the Carroll Pioneers. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Welcome back to Shirk Center here at Illinois Wesleyan. The Titans and the Carroll Pioneers meeting tonight. Illinois Wesleyan coming in with a 16-2 overall record, 8-1 in the CCIW, and they are 7-1 here on their home floor. Their only home loss coming against the Carthage Firebirds when they were here back in early December. Carroll comes in at 6-11 on the year and 2-6 in the CCIW. They have 2 wins on the road this year in 8 tries. Both came early in the year in non-conference play back in early November against Lakeland and at Greenville. Now we hear from Titans coach Ron Rose about tonight's matchup.
Well, the home cooking has been good. Back-to-back wins at Shirk Center, 30 and 24 points, and back here tonight.
Home cooking, huh? I like that. Certainly, Shirk Center has been a wonderful home court advantage for the Titans for years and years and years, and we're so appreciative. We've had incredible fan support. I think we're playing a lot better. Our guys love playing here. We've played with a lot of energy. And, the Carroll team we're playing is a team that plays with energy, plays really hard, very scrappy. So we're going to have to bring that energy tonight as well.
A Carroll team you beat earlier this year, but it was a close game. It was also close to 2 months ago. And the lineups are a little bit different, them in particular, with Aaron Wofford back in the lineup. What does he pose as a threat on the offensive end of the floor?
Well, I think he's really good. He's a guy that I label as a hooper, because you put the ball in his hands, he can create his own shot, he can break you down. Now, he's not doing that quite as much right now as he's still coming back from injury, but he can score the basketball, and he can score it in a hurry, and that was their strength when we played them the first time without him. They have several guys that can really spread your defense out, that can make you extend your defense well beyond the arc, and they'll put, 3 or 4 guys on the floor that can really shoot the basketball efficiently from behind the arc.
Yeah, they average 9 3-point makes a game, which is number 1 in the conference. How do you try to get them off the 3-point line?
Well, that's a challenge. It's one thing when you have one guy or 2 guys that can do it, but when you have as many as they do, and it does come to a matter of you can't relax. The only way we tell our guys that you can know for certain that the other team doesn't make a bunch of threes is you don't let them shoot a bunch of threes. And so how you close out on shooters in terms of not letting them to catch the ball with too much space or shoot it too comfortably. It's one thing to make 9 threes, but you have to make them shoot a low efficient. You want to keep them under 33% for the game, because if they shoot it at a good clip, they can put a bunch of points on the board.
On the flip side, their perimeter players will be guarding the likes of Mason Funk, Nick Roper, who have 3, 4, 5, 6-inch height advantages. Does that neutralize that to some extent and give you something to take advantage of?
Well, that's always the chess match of trying to take advantage of your strengths while limiting theirs. And certainly our size has been an advantage in virtually every game. Last time at their place, they played very physical, where when our guys that did have height advantages got inside, they were really pushing us off our spots and trying to keep us from getting closer to the basket. So, that's something that I think we've gotten better at since then. 2 months is a long time. I think both teams have evolved and improved, but certainly that will be an area we do want to exploit.
And ultimately, the keys to get the win tonight.
Well, I think we hit on it. We got to get back in transition. They're pushing it even harder now. We got to guard the 3-point line.
All right, appreciate the time. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, that's Coach Rose's keys to the game. Now let's get Joel's keys for Illinois Wesleyan to get the victory tonight, and also for the Pioneers.
Well, like Coach Rose talked about, boy, for Carroll tonight, they've got to keep Illinois Wesleyan out of the lane as much as they possibly can. Titans have a nice size advantage, and boy, they are quick on the wing as well. That'll be important both in the post but also on the dribble drive as well. Offensively, Carroll will look to spread the floor, use those shooters, be able to get to the glass as much as they can, really spread Illinois Wesleyan out. And one of the things a lot of teams have done is they try to draw those big guys out for the Titans and attack the rim as much as they can and compete on the glass. On the season so far, Carroll, as far as their rebounding numbers, -3 on the boards, Titans plus 10.5. Boy, Illinois Wesleyan is an outstanding rebounding basketball team. But Carroll's going to have to overcome that size and compete with Illinois Wesleyan on the glass as much as they possibly can this evening. On the other side for Illinois Wesleyan, boy, their keys to the game. First of all, good rotation on their closeouts. Carroll's got a ton of really good shooters. They're going to drive to the basket, try to get to the gaps for the Titans. There's going to be a lot of rotations. Closeouts are going to be really, really important. Keep Carroll's guards out of the lane as much as they possibly can as well. We talked about on the other side. Might be a little bit different where Illinois Wesleyan has a tendency to get to the basket with their wings. Boy, Carroll's guards are awfully good. Keeping them out of the painted area will be really, really important. For the Titans offensively, paint touches, consistently probing the lane, whether that's in the post or guys driving the basket. You want to see those three-point shots coming inside out tonight. Either going to the post, get a paint touch, or driving to the basket, get a paint touch. Paint touches every time down for the Titans will be so key for Illinois Wesleyan on the offensive end.
All right, the Titans and the Pioneers will come back and have the starting lineups in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport. Do an internship and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Welcome back to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan, moments away from the Titans and Pioneers. We brought you the keys. Now let's look at the players to watch for tonight's matchup.
Our player to watch tonight on the Carroll side is Jacob Neighbor, big, strong post player inside for Carroll. Must hold his own against Illinois Wesleyan's bigs. They've got to keep him out of foul trouble. He can help take that rebound margin that we talked about in the keys tonight and really maybe shrink it and maybe pull Carroll even in that rebounding column. He's going to be a real key for them. They have got to keep him out of foul trouble. It's not just guarding Harrison Wilson, but also Marco Anderson and a number of big guys that can be coming at him this evening. Another side for the Titans, well, it's the other big. It's Harrison Wilson. Boy, you talk, Harrison has played really good basketball as of late. A stretch three is going to make Neighbor have to come out and guard him here tonight because he can knock down that three-point shot. On the other end, boy, there are times Carroll's going to have 5 guards on the floor. They can go small, and all of the bigs, including Harrison, Marco, all the bigs are going to have to come out and guard tonight. They're going to be a part of all of those rotations we were talking about in our keys to the game. Getting out of those guards, you can really shoot those three-point shots. So the big guys inside, Eric, tonight, the keys to the game, but there's going to be an awful lot of guards. They're going to have their say in how this one's going to go tonight as well.
It's been a nice little home run here at Shirk Center for the Titans with 2 victories last week over Augustana by 30. They beat Carroll by Wheaton by 22 on Saturday. The homestand wraps up tonight, and then it's 3 straight on the road as they'll be making the trek up I-55 on Saturday to play at Elmhurst in a 4:15 tip. Then a week from tonight at North Central at 7. And then a longer trip a week from Saturday as they play at Carthage. So 3 pretty critical games in the CCIW race as we enter the second half of league play.
Yeah, it even makes it more important that you protect your home court knowing you got 3 straight road games coming up. That's probably, though, why you love to have a senior-laden team who's been through the grind of the season. CCIW who knows how to get it done, and we've seen that from this Titan team so far this year down the stretch, be able to make the plays to win close games, and then lately, Eric, down the stretch, being able to make the plays to widen out margins, later in the second half against Milliken, earlier in that second half against Wheaton and Augustana, and really taking games that were close and really opening up those leads as the game went on.
Now we send it down to the public address announcer at Shirk Center, Ben Alsey.
In order to raise money for Special Olympics, the Student Athletic Advisory Committee is holding a silent auction for a parking space. We are asking for a minimum donation of $200, with proceeds going towards Special Olympics. The parking spot will be located right outside the doors in the east parking lot. Also, the Tri Beta Biological Honor Society is running the 50-50 drawing. The winning number will be drawn at halftime. Our contest tonight will feature the Carroll University Pioneers and your host, the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Carroll University enters the contest 6-11 on the season, 2-6 in conference play. The Pioneers are coached by Taylor Jansen in his third season at his alma mater. Illinois Wesleyan is 16-2 on the season, 8-1 in the CCIW, coaching the Titans in his 19th season at his alma mater with 6 CCIW championships and a record of 341 wins and 160 losses. Ron Rose. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the IW band to play our national anthem. And now let's meet our starters. First, for the Pioneers of Carroll, 6'2" and a senior from Bartlett, number 4, Aaron Wofford. 6'3" and a senior from Spokane, Washington, 10, Kylo Simpson. 6'2" and a senior from Spokane, Washington, 12, Kobe Simpson. A 6-foot senior from Oregon, Wisconsin, 34, Eric Victorson. And a 6'8" junior from Janesville, Wisconsin, 41, Jacob Neighbor. And a senior from St. Louis, Missouri, Nick Roper. 6'5" and a sophomore from Normal, number 10, Mason Funk. The Titan center's a 6'10" senior from St. Louis, Missouri, 20, Harrison Wilson. At guard, 5'10" and a freshman from Northbrook, number 4, Josh Fridman. And at guard, a 6'3" senior from Round Lake, 0, Hakeem Williams.
Titans are out in their home white and green, and Titans across the front of their chests, and Carroll in their road blue and orange with white trim, and Carroll across the front of their chests. Our officials for tonight's game, the referee is Tariq Lucas. The umpires are Jason Shook and Greg Garrettson, as Illinois Wesleyan comes out of the huddle and gets ready for the center tap.
Yeah, it's kind of been the theme all year, especially in conference games. Feels like a game you have to get tonight here on your home floor. Got the 3-game road stand coming up. Got to protect the home court. Carroll looking to steal one on the road. Haven't won a road game in quite a while, all the way back to November. Last time Carroll was able to win a road game. We'll see if they're able to steal it in Bloomington. Just trying to stay on top of the CCIW.
Nick Roper wins the tap against Jacob Neighbor, and Illinois Wesleyan goes left to right here in the first half with a handoff to Hakeem Williams. Chest pass left side to Roper. Around the horn it goes again to Fridman on the right side. Shovels it off to Hakeem Williams up top. Shuffles to the left off a pick. Goes toward the baseline, kicks into the corner to Fridman. He goes baseline behind the back, jump hook, pushes up a 10-footer, no good. Rebound tipped by Wilmson, kept alive by Wofford, but he threw it away, taken away by Illinois Wesleyan. It's Mason Funk. Williams on the drive, left of the lane, couldn't get the finish, and the rebound taken by Wofford for the Pioneers.
Love to have that one back. Boy, Hakeem got all the way to the bucket, just couldn't quite put it home.
Kobe Simpson at the free throw line with the dump down left side for Neighbor. Works his way into the post as he tries to spin, goes to the jump hook over Wilmson and knocks it down.
He's an athletic player. Did a nice job holding that pivot foot right there. Got to that comfortable right hand and able to score. As we mentioned, he's a nice physical post player down low.
First basket of the game. Pioneers up 2. Fridman one hands the ball into the corner to Hakeem Williams. Guarded against the man-to-man defense of Eric Victorson. Wilmson down to the block against Neighbor. He'll fade over him and try to angle it. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound to Kylo Simpson for the Pioneers.
You can see Neighbor can hold his ground in there. He is that strong against Wilmson. Not a lot of players at this level can do that.
Neighbor, right wing, works his way into the paint. Tries to pivot once again and nearly lost his balance, and pass tipped out of bounds by Hakeem Williams. Titans keep it, 13 of the shot clock.
Now, so far, the Titans got one paint touch with Hakeem Williams. A little fadeaway by Harrison Wilmson. Got a good look at the basket. Shot by Wilmson, a pretty tough one. A nice job by Jacob Neighbor, forcing him out, away from his comfort zone.
Neighbor darts it left wing to Wofford. Throws up a long three, and it was blocked by Hakeem Williams. Out of bounds. Again, Pioneers keep it with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Now, we talk about the rotations and the closeouts being a key to the contest. Nice job by Williams that time. High hand closeout, got a piece of the basketball.
Deep out near midcourt to Kobe Simpson. Behind the back dribble on Fridman. Pulls up, 16-footer. Off-balance shot, missed it. Wilmson collects the rebound for Wesleyan.
Nice job by Josh, keeping Simpson out of the lane right there.
Funk on the left wing. Looks to spin his way down deep and couldn't finish. Neighbor rebounds for the Pios.
And again, the Titans attacking the basket, just not coming up with a bucket as of yet.
Kylo Simpson on the right wing. Pios up by 2. Neighbor with a handoff to Kylo Simpson. Looks for a seam. Gets his way into the green space. Foul line. Bounce pass to Neighbor. Neighbor from the right post. Had it poked away by Fridman. Leading a 3-on-2 out in front to Roper. Glides in for 2.
Yeah, nice job by Josh, giving that basketball up at the perfect time. And that time, Nick Roper doing what he does best, which is finishing at the rim.
And did it with the right hand to tie the game at 2. Neighbor top of the key, hands off to Kylo Simpson. Swings it right side to Wofford. Guarded closely by Hakeem Williams. Back up top to Victorson. Chest pass left side to Kobe Simpson. Now to the post to Victorson. Backing down, a swat there by Funk. Wofford draws the double. Into the corner, Victorson covered. 3 to shoot. Wofford sidesteps, pops it. Tough 3 comes up short. Funk with a rebound. Darts it left wing to Fridman. Fridman 2-on-2. Fridman shuffles to the elbow. Out to Wilmson, an open 3. Got it.
Yeah, nice job. That's exactly what you want to see from your big Eric. Trailing the play right to the top of the key. Couldn't have been done any better, and the guard's looking for him as well.
Wilmson shooting 53% from beyond the arc this year and has cooled off just a bit, but terrific numbers for the year. Victorson lines up a 3 and hits it. Top of the circle. Fouled by Mason Funk. And I think we saw that on 3 separate occasions on Saturday night where the Titans fouled a 3-point shooter. One of them made it. And here we see it again. Victorson with an opportunity for a 4-point play.
Yeah, Victorson, 149 3-point attempts on the season coming in, 28 2-point attempts. That's what he does right there.
Funk with the foul. A 4-point play for Victorson, a 77% free throw shooter. And the Pioneers take a 6-5 lead. Knocked away midcourt. Kobe Simpson dives for it and keeps it alive. Kylo Simpson with the outlet to Wofford, who glides in for 2.
Yeah, a backcourt turnover for Illinois Wesleyan. That is extremely rare. Boy, you don't see that from the Titans very often at all.
Titans down 8-5. Roper on the right side out to Wilmson. He'll pop another. And this one wide left. Rebound. Kobe Simpson with the outlet to Wofford left side. He'll step into a 3 in transition. Left it short. Neighbor the rebound. Back out to Victorson. Jacks up a 3. That's no good. Neighbor, another offensive rebound. Leans in. Lost his balance as Wilmson pulled out the chair and a traveling violation on Neighbor.
Long shots, long rebounds. That's kind of how it goes. And boy, Carroll's had the better end of the action here so far in this particular contest. Pioneers have come out and played well.
Pioneers with an 8-5 lead as Fridman rolls off the screen left of the lane, hooks it into the corner to Roper. Roper squares up an open 3 and hits.
That is so well done by Josh Fridman. Got down the lane, finds the open man from the corner. Did you see the little ball fake that time by Roper? Opened himself up for a wide open corner shot.
And we're tied at 8. Kobe Simpson at the foul line. Ball trickles away, picked up by Neighbor. Unloads the left side to Wofford. Chest pass deep on the right side to Kobe Simpson. Now to Victorson. Left of the lane to Kylo Simpson. Jump step into the paint. Fades, now leans in. The left hand, no good. Wilmson cleans the glass for Wesleyan. Launches it, throws it away. Steal in midcourt by Kylo Simpson. 2 on 3. Flips it out to Kobe Simpson. One hand's into the corner to Wofford. His 3 is short. Tracked down by Roper. Roper out in front. Long dribble. Out in front. Glides in for 2.
How about that length? Boy, just takes off. Able to finish at the other end. And the Titans doing a nice job getting out in the fast break right there.
7 for Roper early. 10-8 Titans. Neighbor, top of the circle. Guarded by Wilmson. Pivots, looks for target. Swings it off to Victorson. Top of the key. Roper guarding him. Right elbow to Neighbor. Wheels the basketball against Wilmson. Puts it on the deck. Into the paint. Leans in. Jump hook. Left-hander. No. Rebound. Kylo Simpson puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Kylo Simpson, nice job on the offensive glass. And right now, Carroll really taking it to Illinois Wesleyan on the boards here so far. We said they had to compete. They've done more than that here so far in the first 5 minutes.
Tied in 10. Roper feeling it. Knocks down a 3 ball for the right wing.
And one from the corner on the opposite side. That one from the wing right there. Boy, if Nick keeps that going, he becomes an impossible guy to guard out there.
Roper has 10 already as the Titans lead by 3. Neighbor on the right wing, hands off to Kobe Simpson to the right elbow. Guarded by Fridman, tries to muscle it up. Can't get it to fall, but draws the foul on Fridman. Actually, that's on Hakeem Williams, his first, team's second, and it will lead to a pair of free throws for Kobe Simpson, the senior from Spokane, Washington, a 62% free throw shooter.
And another senior, 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Carroll. Free throw up and around and out. The only non-senior is Neighbor. He's a junior, so you can see a lot of experience on this team. A lot of guys who have played a ton of CCIW games so far in their career. So, boy, Carroll's not an easy out. They're going to be a tough one tonight.
Justin Steinecke is one of those who just came into the game, the grad student from Milwaukee, a 5-year starter for the Pioneers. He's had a reserve role this year as well, as one of 2 goes for Simpson.
And Evan Bland coming off the bench for the Pioneers here. He gave the Titans a lot of problems up in Waukesha.
He had 14 points in a reserve role in that game. Titans are up by 2 as Jackson Ego assumes the point guard role here. The sophomore hands off to senior Trey Bazell. Funk back to Bazell. Off the pick. Into the paint. Pulls up. 14-footer. Long. Off the rim twice. No. Tipped by Marco Anderson. And he tracks it down.
And that's a Marco rebound right there.
Funk threw it into a double team. It was knocked away, but Bazell able to keep it alive. Bazell back into the paint. Left wing to Funk. Funk for 3. Got it.
The Titans are firing away here to start the contest. And Carroll's going to take a timeout right here. Well, Carroll's really hurt Illinois Wesleyan so far on the offensive boards. They did a nice job getting to the glass here so far in this contest, keeping offensive possessions alive. We saw the same thing happen to them. And Eric, that was a classic Marco Anderson rebound right there. You tip it once, you tip it twice, you tip it to yourself, you run down and get it. And you know, when you have the nickname The Worm, you can see that. That's the kind of play he makes all the time.
Well, the Pioneers already have 4 offensive rebounds. The Titans have 2. The Pioneers are +2 in rebounding overall, but small sample size. Also a small sample size, but particularly good. The Titans are 4 for 5 from beyond the arc, and they've struggled even during their winning streak in the past few weeks.
Yeah, they shot it really well against Milliken in the first half. They were really knocking down those three-point shots from the outside. Other games, they've had to manufacture ways to score, and that's why we talked about one of the keys of the game. Paint touches every time down, probing the lane, putting the ball in the post, kicking it back out again. That's where those good three-point shots come from.
16-11, Titans are up by 5. As Evan Bland pedals the ball into the front court. Now to Victorson. Left wing to Steineke. Right-hand dribble, hands off on the right. To Bland with the drive, the jump step, with a good bounce pass over to Lamar Smith. The junior from Milwaukee lays it in.
As I mentioned, Bland gave the Titans a ton of problems up in Waukesha. Did a great job getting down the lane. And Smith also gave the Titans some problems off the bench in that game up in Waukesha.
Now it's Roper top of the key. Over to Mason Funk looking to post up. Gives up the dribble. Gets it out of the paint just in time to Marco Anderson. Hooks it out to Nego, top of the key. Chest pass the right side to Roper. Roper looks for step baseline, leaning in on Kylo Simpson. Drew contact and the foul.
Yeah, you got to get up on Nick. You're going to give up a little bit of that drive to the baseline. He's had a hard time sticking with him. And then when he goes up in the air, because he's got such great length, he can just kind of keep on extending over the top. That's where Simpson's going to have a hard time keeping up there on the baseline. We'll see if Nick can knock down a couple free throws here to extend this Titan lead.
First foul on the Pioneers. Roper at the line, and the first one is short. He's been much better with the line in recent weeks. The Titans have as a team. Rope at 76%, but came up short on that one as Hakeem Williams gets ready to return. And we also see Nathan Bolt, the 6'10 junior from Barrington, checking in for Mason Funk.
And another player off the bench has given him some really good minutes as Roper's free throw is good right there. Because Nick gets the line so much, able to draw contact, free throws become so vitally important for him to be able to knock down. Splits the pair there to give the Titans a 4-point lead.
At 17-13, 7 minutes in, Steineke inbounds the ball to Bland in the backcourt here against Jackson Nego. Steineke in the right side to Victorson. Right of the lane, Bland with a crossover dribble. Backing it up, back over to Steineke. Left-hand dribble into the paint with the left hand. Too strong off the window. Tracked down by Marco Anderson. He'll lead the break for the Titans and sets up the offense on the right side. Kicks it out to Bazell. Trey goes baseline, right of the lane. Got bumped by Victorson. Foul on the floor. No basket. Victorson picks up his first foul, team second.
Yeah, and sometimes I think you just take for granted what Marco Anderson does for you. Another play down on the other end, gets a hand of the basketball, tips it out, runs it down himself. Those are the types of winning plays that he's been able to help the Titans make here in this recent stretch.
Nego gets it into Anderson. Anderson double teamed, stripped, got it back, sticks with it. Turns, puts it up and in.
Yeah, Marco, nice job sticking with it that time in the lane. So he gets it 3-4 feet away. That's where he's going to be able to do some damage.
Leads the league in field goal percentage at 61% for the season. Titans lead 19-13. Smith with the handoff to Bland, right of the lane here against Nego. Swings it on to Steineke. Back to Bland. Bland measures the shot, doesn't take it. Crossover dribble. Hooks it out on the left wing to Dom Burns and knocks it down.
Yeah, we talked about closeouts. A bit of a hard closeout that time. Good job putting the ball on the deck one time off the ball fake, putting it home.
Nathan Bolt with the handoff to Hakeem Williams. Titans lead by 4. Williams goes to baseline. Backing down on Steineke. Against a double team. Pivots baseline. Got blocked from the side by Steineke. Looked like it might have been a clean block, but some body contact in there somewhere as the foul goes against Steineke, the fifth-year man from Milwaukee, and that is his first foul, team's third.
Yeah, big, strong guards can be difficult to deal with when they get that much good post position. That came off the dribble that time, just kind of backing Steineke down there.
And Hakeem Williams at the line, all over the rim, but it falls through for Hakeem, a 73% free throw shooter.
Titans doing a good job getting paint touches like we talked about in the pregame. Paint touches on every possession, whether that's on the drive or in the post. Doesn't matter if it's a guard or a big guy, but getting good paint touches here so far in this contest, and it is showing up on the scoreboard.
2 for 2 for Hakeem Williams. 21-15, Titans on top as Bland gets it off the inbound. Pios are 2-6 on the year in league play. They've had some close losses in recent games. Took Augustin into overtime. Bland the drive, the kick into the corner. Sidestep. Victorson for three. Off the heel. Anderson rebounds for Wesleyan.
And a nice job by Victorson, able to get an open shot there with a little head fake.
Anderson top of the key with head fake. Wheels to the right. Poked away by Bland. Diving effort by Anderson. Looked like he got held back by Bland. But Marco Anderson will pick up the foul.
Yeah, I think Anderson actually had Bland by the shoulder right there. Bland made a nice job. That's exactly how you teach that help defense, especially if you're a quick guard and a bigger guy who's got the ball out front. It's one step with the hedge, reach. Boy, get a deflection on that basketball. It's loose on the floor. Now you got a speed advantage. Getting there, able to take advantage of that right there, using the angle. Anderson had to kind of pull him back in order to be able to get back to the basketball and cost him a foul.
Junior Carlo Kolak from New Trier is in for the first time. Bland on the dribble drive, falls down, lost his balance, and he was fouled. I'll call this one on Fridman. His first, team's fourth. Baseline inbound for Bland. Lobs it into Neighbors at the free throw line. Out of Steineke on the left. Right side Victorson draws the double. A correction, that's Burns. Back up top to Bland with a head fake, crossover dribble. Sweeping it to the baseline on Fridman. Runs into a double team. And ball went straight up into the air. Titans come away with it. Fridman in transition. Fridman into the paint, hooks it out left wing. To Kolak with the head fake. Knifes his way inside, scoops and scores.
Nice job by Carlo Kolak. Great head fake there. Froze the defender, get the blow by, and get right where you want to be, which is that right-hand finish.
23-15, Wesleyan on top. Wofford on the left side, guarded by Neighbor. Rather, with the screen set by Neighbor. Now he gets the ball to his teammate. Neighbor on the left side, puts it on the floor. Moving into the paint against Wilmson. Kicks the ball out, top of the key. Wofford with a fake, left side Bland. Bland, they force him to his right. He goes there, covered. Back of the right to Steineke. Powers his way into the paint, scoops it up, goes underneath, missed the shot, tipped, loose. Hakeem Williams picks it up off the floor.
Yeah, really well defended by the Titans, making that shot really difficult for Steineke over the top.
Fridman, the runner, and the bank shot in for two, and a timeout for the Pios.
Floater that time by Josh Fridman. Boy, you avoid the big guys inside. Nice, pretty-looking shot off the glass. Well done by the freshman point guard. Really good minutes there, both defensively and offensively for the Titans.
25-15, Titans with the lead. 9:43 to go in the first half as we take a timeout. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com. Illinois Wesleyan has jumped out to a 10-point lead, 25-15, with 9:43 to play in the first half, being one of four CCIW games tonight. Elmhurst leads out Wheaton 30-11 in the first half. Augustana ahead of North Park 20-15 in the first period, and North Central leads Milliken 21-16 in the first half. The Titan women have a bye. They are next in action on Saturday as part of our doubleheader at Faginal Hall as Illinois Wesleyan takes on Elmhurst. The women play at 2, men at 4:15.
We'll see if this is token pressure here now by the Titans. Face guarding the guards here for Carroll. And there's the turnover.
The steal by Kolak off the inbound. Roper at the free throw line. Spin move down deep, got stripped and foul to reach in on Wofford.
And I give the coaching staff a lot of credit. Looks like they're just going to guard the inbounds, make it hard to get in. You get a turnover, great. You don't, maybe they take a few seconds off that shot clock. You don't have to spend on defense on the half court. Works out perfectly. Get that turnover. Really well done by the staff.
First foul on Wofford as Roper makes the first two. Roper already with 12 points.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game so far. Knocked down a couple threes early on. Been able to get on the fast break. Really everything Nick does well, he's been able to do here so far in the first half.
Averaging 16 a game, coming in fourth best in the league as he pushes the lead up to 12. Kobe Simpson, top of the key to Neighbor with a handoff to Wofford. Roper flies toward him. Now Neighbor at the right elbow. Holds the ball, looks for a target, delivers a cross-court, tipped by Funk, but kept alive by Kylo Simpson. He'll fade the foul line jumper, gets the soft bounce.
Yeah, fortune really bounced the way of Carroll. You can't do any better right there if you're Mason Funk. That's exactly how they teach you how to do it. Get that outside arm, tip it. It just went to Carroll, and they got a lucky bounce there on the rim.
27-17. Titans up by 10. Fridman pops a three off the back rim. Tracked down by Burns for the Pioneers. 9 minutes still halftime. Burns leaves it for Kylo Simpson. Neighbor dribbling in the open floor. Sets up Wofford. Right side to Kylo Simpson. Loose dribble. Got it back. Looks to take off on Funk. Funk denies. Now to Burns. Into a double team. Got stripped. Funk the steal.
Oh, that is well defended. Boy, Mason Funk again making some really good defensive plays. Saw him doing a great job in the passing lane. Didn't work out. Carroll was able to score on the last possession that time. Nice job there, helping out on the dribble, able to knock the ball away, get on the floor after it. But the Titans making it really hard on the Pioneers here the last 4 or 5 minutes to get good shots at the basket.
Nick Van Ekeren now in for the Pioneers, the 6'2 senior from Naperville. Wesleyan up by 10. Fridman. Got a Kolak back to Fridman, left of the lane, kicks it on the wing to Funk, a high arcing three, hits the rim twice, no. Williamson the rebound, stripped out of bounds, and off of his knee, and it goes out of play to the Pioneers.
It looked like a lot of contact down there. It looked like Harrison got hit on the arm, no call, unfortunately, for the Titans. But good job by Josh Fridman, just drawing that defender for a step. Boy, it gives Mason Funk a really good look at the basket. Now Carroll's got to burn another timeout here. Well, we haven't seen a lot of full court pressure from the Titans this year, but have already forced a turnover off of it. Now a timeout. So a nice little wrinkle out there for the staff here against Carroll, who's got a lot of guards, should deal with pressure pretty well.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising, and I guess they found something that works. It's flummoxed the Pioneers a bit, so I guess they stick with it.
Yeah, it certainly will. And, you know, it's a thing where it's a type of press where you're not really gambling a lot. You know, you're going to put pressure on the inbounds, and then you're probably going to fall back. Put a little pressure in the backcourt, not a lot of trapping, not putting a lot of guys up there in positions where you can't get back on defense. So I think for Illinois Wesleyan, if you force a turnover, great. If you don't, again, you're going to make Carroll work that basketball up the floor. Boy, the Titans are really doing a good job on the defensive end in the half court. They are making it really difficult on Carroll to get a good three-point look. You can see him get out of those three-point shooters, doing a really nice job taking them off that three-point line.
Wofford gets it off of the inbound, back to Kylo Simpson as he cuts into the front court, gets it back to Wofford on the right wing, top of the key to Neighbor, hands it off to Van Ekeren, back to Wofford, right wing, Kylo Simpson, left-hand dribble, looks to move in on Funk, can't do it, feeds the post to Neighbor, Neighbor doubled, bottled up, swings it back out, Van Ekeren, cross court, Kobe Simpson, bounce past baseline to Kylo Simpson, and it's out of bounds, still Pioneers ball, but shot clock down to 2.
Yeah, we talked about rotations, right? Boy, Illinois Wesleyan, good job getting out to the shooters. Everybody's got to drop down inside. You saw Roper dropping down to the backside that time to get a hand on the basketball. Otherwise, Jacob Neighbor's got an easy layup.
Again, 2 on the shot clock. Kobe Simpson into the corner, knocked away. It's loose. Titans come away with it, and they do not fully take possession, so the shot clock expires, and the Titans will get it off the inbound.
Boy, the last 4 or 5 minutes, you have to love what you've seen on the defensive end for Illinois Wesleyan. They have been all over the place, taking away everything that Carroll wants to do. Haven't been as sharp on the offensive end here now after a hot start. We'll see if they can get it going there and stretch this lead before halftime.
Yeah, they hit 4 of 5 3-pointers in the first set, and they lead now by 10. Marco Anderson hands off to Jackson Nego. Nego on the right side, swings it wide left to Funk. Steers under the wing to Hakeem Williams. Into the corner to Roper. Back to Funk against the man-to-man. 6 to shoot. Right side Hakeem Williams, an open 3 off the back iron. And tracked down by Eric Victorson.
I'd like to see them get that paint touch. Carroll's done a nice job keeping them out of the lane for the last couple of possessions. Boy, Hakeem had a really good look at the basket, though.
On the wing, Kobe Simpson between the leg dribble. Looks to go baseline, spins, now feeds the post to Neighbor. He'll turn against Anderson, kicks the ball back out. Kylo Simpson with a jump step, pushes up an 8-footer, drew contact and the foul as he missed the shot, but will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you got to know who you're closing out on. Kylo Simpson is not comfortable with that three-point shot. Now, when he does take them, he makes quite a good percentage out there. Just doesn't take a lot of three-point shots. So maybe one more shorter step on that closeout on Simpson out there keeps him out of the lane there. So just understanding your scouting report on the guy.
You think they tell him to not give up the three-point shot? He is 62%, but again, it's a limited percentage, so perhaps it's a matter where he's really got to be open before he takes that.
So what does that tell you? Limited shots, he's looking to attack the lane. That's what he's looking to do when he's out there.
He makes the first, and now with 5 points on the night. He's also a highly efficient scorer from 2-point range. Again, a lot of that on dribble drive as he misses the second free throw, and Roper collects the board.
And that becomes the point. That's what you want to take away from him. So again, boy, on that closeout, you got to be a little bit more careful about getting too high on him.
27-18, Titans up by 9. Bolt left side to Hakeem Williams. Holds the ball over his head, now puts it on the floor. Roper comes clean top of the circle. Jump step into the paint, poked away. Diving for it, nice effort to keep it alive. Now to Nigo from Hakeem Williams. Foul line back out to Hakeem. Hakeem on the drive to the basket with the left hand too strong. And Lamar Smith rips it away, but then falls down, throws it up in the air, and Hakeem Williams gets the steal. Hakeem resets from the post. His cross-court pass stolen. It's Kylo Simpson the other way with a couple of trailers. Cross-courts the ball to Kobe Simpson. Into the paint, bounce pass across, and it's loose. Smith had it. Now Marco Anderson somehow forced to tie up with a ball behind him on the floor, able to get both hands on it from his backside. And it will go as an alternate possession. The ball stays with the Pioneers.
Yeah, we've seen the Titans play some great basketball on the defensive end here over the last 5 or 6 minutes, but they have really struggled offensively here. Have a hard time making open shots, trying to get to the basket. We'll see if they can get things going offensively. We've seen some lulls from them on the offensive end so far this season, able to pick it up, and we'll see if that happens once again.
It's been over 3 minutes without a field goal for either team as Smith works his way down low and has it rejected by Marco Anderson. The outlet to Roper. Nice catch, and he glides in and scores.
Really good body control by Nick Roper. You got to catch it and score quick on that particular pass. Hakeem Williams threw it right on the money where the big guy could go get it and put it home.
15 for Roper. Titans lead 29-18. Under 6 minutes to go. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Illinois Wesleyan off of Victorson, who thought he had it knocked off by the Titans. Trey Bazell back in for Wesleyan, and Roper gets a breather.
And just by where that ball hit, you would hope that ball was hit by Illinois Wesleyan behind the backboard that time. Victor's a three-point shooter. They took him off that three-point line. Made him do what he doesn't do well, and that's try to get to the basket.
Bazell off the pick and roll inside the Bolt, tapped out of bounds. Ball was initially knocked out of the air by Smith, and then Bolt, trying to keep it alive, volleyed it out of bounds.
Yeah, just too much help side, but that ball's got to be moved a little bit. You get too many help side defenders on that particular play, jamming up that lane. It's going to be a hard completion.
29-18 Wesleyan as Kylo Simpson gets it off the inbound, and he'll walk it up. One hops the ball to Smith, top of the key. A couple steps to the right, flips it out to Kobe Simpson. Attacks, goes baseline, fades from 12 and hits their first basket in 4 minutes.
Yeah, nice job. Boy, Simpson knows he's got a height advantage. Just create a little bit of space that time on the baseline. Nice little pull-up and knocks it home.
29-20 the count for the Titans. Bazell left-hand dribble, backs it up, wide left to Nigo. Back over to Trey Bazell. Shuffles the ball to the post to Anderson with a bobble. Puts it on the floor, draws the double, back out to Nigo for three. In and out.
Good box out by Smith. Well done. Kept Marco from being able to get that rebound.
Now to the post to Smith as he got past his man but couldn't finish. Got it back. Pivots against a triple team and gets it up and missed it, but drew the foul.
Not sure anybody got him that time. Might have been fouled on the first one. Not sure on the second one there, but really nice job by Smith, though. Great box out on one end. That's a guy running the floor down to the other end. Boy, beat the Titan bigs to the glass. That is really, really well done by Lamar Smith, the 6'4 junior.
He is a 61% free throw shooter on the year, scoring about 5 points per game. A deep bend to the knees and misses the first. Harrison and Williamson, Josh Fridman, Nick Roper return for the Titans.
We'll see if the Titans can make that offensive push that they've really been lacking so far tonight. Boy, the defense has been terrific. The offense has struggled since a really, really hot start. It was 25-15. Boy, the Titans have had a hard time scoring ever since.
1 of 2 for Smith. 29-21. Titans by 8.
It's been the half court where things have really bogged down for Illinois Wesleyan. Give Carroll a ton of credit. They've made it hard to get to the rim here late in this first half.
Gazelle top of the key, right side to Hakeem Williams. Backdoor Harrison Williamson sneaks inside and lays it in.
That's just really good weak side action right there. Boy, the Titans got some nice screening on the weak side and able to get Harrison Williamson in the basket.
31-21, Victorson into the corner. Good closeout. They force him to give it up. Now to Van Ekeren on the wing. Kylo Simpson, left of the lane, circles his way into the paint against Trey Bazell. Draws the double. Back out, Van Ekeren on the drive, got bottled up, stripped, got it back, scoops and scores.
Yeah, again, a fortunate bounce that time for Carroll. Illinois Wesleyan all over the basketball. I thought really good closeouts by the Titans that time. Did a really nice job in rotation to take away that open three-point shot.
Under 4 minutes still halftime, Titans by 8. Roper right of the lane as he backs down on Victorson. They bang in the post, double team helps. Back to Hakeem Williams. They reset to Roper. Down to the block, draws the double, turns, puts it up and in.
Really difficult to stop down there, especially when he can get to his left hand. You got to figure out a way to push him right. Boy, it's easier said than done.
And he did not put the ball on the floor there, making it tougher for them to take it away. Roper has 17 on the night here in the first half. Titans lead by 10. 3:12 till halftime. Victorson on the drive. Pushes up a tough shot, off balance, off the wrong foot, and banked it in.
Yeah, really difficult shot. Boy, Carroll's made some difficult ones here in the first half at times. Second time they've been able to get in the lane, though, here in back-to-back possessions.
Williamson for 3, lines up a long one, missed it. Rebound going to Van Ekeren. Titans lead by 8, under 3 minutes till the break. Van Ekeren swings it to Kylo Simpson, now to Bland. Bland into the paint, swings it over to Victorson. No shot there. Now with the drive, Bland gives up the dribble into the corner to Victorson. He'll back up, tough 3, tipped by Hakeem Williams. Smith runs it down. They'll reset, 3-ball, Van Ekeren, no good. Williamson has the rebound.
Now so the Titans can get a good shot here on the offensive end, get a nice paint touch.
Crossover by Fridman to free himself as he goes baseline, got fouled, knocked to the floor.
And boy, Josh just plays like a veteran player out there. He just knows how to draw contact. He knows how to get to the line. Just knows how to play the game.
2:19 left until halftime. Evan Bland picked up the foul. 6 on both teams as Josh Fridman goes to the line. He has 2 points so far tonight. And is good on the first as Aaron Wofford comes back in along with Kobe Simpson and Jacob Neighbor. Carlo Kolak and Nathan Bolt return for Illinois Wesleyan as Bazell and Hakeem Williams get a breather.
The 2 times we've seen Carroll, boy, they've gotten really good play off the bench. Really impressed with Smith, really impressed with Bland. They just give you really good minutes out there off the bench. Such a key against the Titans as well, who have a very deep bench.
I was going to wait till Fridman made those free throws to say this. He has not missed a free throw since the last time they played Carroll almost 2 months ago. He has now made 33 consecutive free throws. Now at 91% for the year.
That's an unbelievable stretch.
2:05 to go in the first half. Up top, Victorson, a long 3 and hits it.
It looked like Bland just lost control of the basketball right there. And Victorson, right place, right time for Carroll.
35-28. Victorson with 9 points on the night. Into the paint. A hard dribble by Williamson. Powers it up and gets the roll.
Strong move by Harrison Williamson. Wanted a call right there. No call was coming.
37-28. Wesleyan with the lead. 1:40 till the break. Neighbor with the handoff to Victorson. He's feeling it. Drew contact and fouled. Knocked to the floor. And he will go to the line. That is becoming an epidemic for Illinois Wesleyan. I believe that's 5 fouls on 3-point attempts in the last game and a half. As this one will send Victorson to the line for 3. I guess you can't blame him. He just hit a 3 a minute ago.
Yeah, that deep you got to challenge. But, boy, you got to close out under control. Easier said than done. Boy, Victorson can sell it as well. Did a nice job that time, letting it go. Felt contact, went to the floor.
So Victorson at the line, a 77% foul shooter, makes the first. The first of 3. And he's the first Pioneer in double figures, 10 points. the senior from Oregon, Wisconsin, as he gets the second and has one more to come.
And it felt like the Titans have played good defense, but boy, Carroll's been able to put some points on the board here over the last 3 or 4 minutes as he's going to convert all 3. Able to get in the lane, score a little bit. Victorson's hit a 3, now 3 free throws off a 3-point attempt. Next thing you know, the Pioneers have 31 on the board.
37-31 with a minute 28 till the break. Fridman sets up on the left side, feeds the post to Wilmson, backing down on Neighbor, draws the double, got stripped, the steal by Bland.
Now Bland, the second time he's been able to do that in this contest. Again, quickness off the bench makes things happen.
Bland with the stop-and-go baseline behind the goal, tees it up to Victorson. He's feeling it. That 3 is short. Rebound to Kobe Simpson back out. Victorson lines it up again and hits.
Again, long shot, long rebound, able to kick it back out. Victorson can shoot the basketball, no doubt about that. We mentioned 149 three-point attempts coming in and just the 28 two-point shots. That's what he does, and he can fill it up from the outside. 38 two-point shots on the season for Victorson. He can fill it up from the outside. The Titans have tried to go out and hit him. That was just a long rebound. It's hard to tag a three-point shooter off that long rebound sometimes. Boy, and here comes Carroll. They really struggled to score there for quite a while. They have found the range inside and outside over the last couple minutes.
Yeah, it's been a 9-2 run with all of those points coming from Victorson. 2 of them on threes and the other on free throws when he was fouled on a 3-point attempt. Titans have led by as many as 11 in this game. 12, actually.
Well, that's the thing. A guy gets hot, he can carry you for a while, and that's certainly what has happened for Carroll here over the last couple of moments. As Victorson, little fortunate bounces as well. One off a tip pass by Bland on the baseline for a wide open 3. And that one off of a long rebound, kick back out.
Carlo Kolak hustles all the way to the goal, scoops it up, leaves it short. Neighbor the rebound with under a minute till halftime.
And Carroll with a little bit of pressure that time to the outside.
Kobe Simpson, top of the key, thought about the shot, did not pull the trigger. Gets it back from Neighbor. Now looks to drive into the paint, loose dribble, and picked up by Akeem Williams, leading it 2-on-2. Bounce pass ahead to Kolak for 2 and the foul.
Live ball turnovers, those will kill you against Illinois Wesleyan. Really nice job by the Titans. Nice little tip in the lane, able to get on top of it. But even more important than convert that into an easy basket on the other end. Really good job by Roper. See him to get a hand on it. And how about Hakeem Williams? He gave that ball up at just the perfect time. Bounce pass in stride. Carlo Kolak able to finish and draw the contact.
Now looking to convert the 3-point play. Cannot do so. Wofford with the second foul. It's a 5-point Titan lead. About a 6-second difference between the game and shot clocks.
You got to think Carroll's going to try to take as much time as they can off this clock here before they take a shot. And as I say that, they turn the basketball over, and now Illinois Wesleyan will get the last shot of the half.
With 23.9 left until the break. Kylo Simpson's back in. Wofford goes to the bench as they try to avoid him getting a third foul. And Akeem Williams will bring it up with the Fridman, Roper, Kolak, and Wilmson on the floor.
Yeah, I certainly like to have the last shot of the half here if Illinois Wesleyan. Worst case scenario, you go in up 5. Best case, you extend the lead.
Hakeem takes his time. Now they set up the offense at 7, at 6. Hakeem on to drive into a double. No, knocked away. The outlet to Kobe Simpson. He'll have to jack up for 3, and no good as the first half comes to a close. Boy, they came to charging late in the first half, and they got it down to 3 at one point. It is now a 5-point game at the intermission at 39-34. We'll come back and look at the first half stats, and we will have a special Titan guest in just a moment. It's 39-34, Illinois Wesleyan leading the Carroll Pioneers. Back after this timeout, this is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 80-1 FM, WESM, and IWSports.com. Welcome back to Shirk Center here at Illinois Wesleyan University. Eric Stock with Joel Swanson and our crew here at Shirk Center on IWSports.com. Dylan Meyer, Nicole Duma, Lola Avila, Stacy Agiola, Caleb Swanson, and Tyler Wilson, and Bucket Paulson in our WESN studios here on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan. In a matter of moments, they will be having a special recognition here at Shirk Center as they will honor members of the 2024 NCAA finalists in the Division III Track and Field National Championships. That's coming up here momentarily as Illinois Wesleyan has a 39-34 lead here at halftime. Titans wrapping up a 3-game homestand here tonight before they get ready to go on the road and play at Elmhurst on Saturday, and 2 more next week at North Central a week from tonight. And then the following Saturday, a big battle against Carthage, one of the 2 teams that the Titans are tied with the top, the CCIW race at 8-1, with now just 7 games remaining in the CCIW regular season. We'll also bring you our halftime spotlight here in just a moment as we get ready to send it down to Ben Alcine.
We recognize Illinois Wesleyan's 2024 NCAA Division III Outdoor Track and Field National Qualifiers. Carlissa King qualified in her first ever NCAA championship in the women's hammer throw, turning in a 16th place finish and earning second team All-American honors. Imani Ogunribido was the only freshman to climb the podium as a first team All-American in the women's triple jump with a 6th place finish. Evan Lauder earned his spot in the national men's 400-meter field, ultimately climbing on the podium with a 4th place finish to be named first team All-American. Let's give a round of applause to our 3 2024 Track and Field Outdoor All-Americans.
Well, congratulations to each of them, and Imani Ogunribido will be joining us here momentarily at halftime. But Preserving a Legacy, our halftime segment presented by Will Square Capital, puts a spotlight on the rich history of Illinois Wesleyan basketball and the student athletes that have built the strong tradition of success. Tonight we look back at the career of former Titan great Pat Soderman, a native of Chesterfield, Missouri. Soderman competed for the Titans from 2012 to 2015 after spending 2 seasons at Division II Truman State. He finished with 792 career points, 215 rebounds, and 128 assists. Soderman ranks 11th all-time with 140 career three-point makes. His career three-point field goal percentage of 44% is 4th best in program history. Just over 8 years ago, Soderman powered the Titans past number 1 ranked Augustana in Rock Island. Soderman finished with a career-high 20 points in the January 21st, 2015 meeting, including 4 three-pointers as Illinois Wesleyan played with the goal of winning for Jason, a longtime fixture on the Titan bench. Jason Alcine underwent a successful heart surgery in St. Louis that same day that no doubt helped the green and white to victory. Soderman graduated from Illinois Wesleyan with a degree in business in 2015, and currently he works for BSN Sports and resides in Tyler, Texas. Pat Soderman, our halftime Preserving a Legacy honoree presented by Will Square Capital. We will take a quick break. Our halftime guest when we come back. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
And welcome back to Shirk Center here at Illinois Wesleyan. Eric Stock along with Joel Swanson. Glad you could join us tonight. We are at halftime as Illinois Wesleyan leads the Carroll Pioneers 39-34. Just a few moments ago, you saw Illinois Wesleyan honor 3 of its outstanding track and field athletes, and one of them is up here to join us now. Imani Ogunrabito, a sophomore here at Illinois Wesleyan, and already a very decorated student athlete here at Illinois Wesleyan, recognized for breaking the indoor triple jump school record twice this year already, and many other honors. First, thank you for joining us, and just your thoughts on being recognized by the Titan family here tonight.
Thank you for having me. It's really a big honor. It's kind of insane to me how the season last year and this year have been going so far, and I appreciate all the support from everyone. It truly means the world, like really does.
If you could tell us your Illinois Wesleyan origin story, how you ended up coming to Illinois Wesleyan.
So I honestly hadn't heard of Illinois Wesleyan until one of my track teammates came here. And from her, one of the coaches reached out, and then just from there, we kind of stayed in connection throughout my senior year. And then I committed in April.
What all competitions have you competed in at the college level and prior to that in high school?
So I started doing track in my junior year of high school. From there, I competed at sectionals a few times. My senior year, I won conference and sectionals for outdoor triple jump. And then I made it to state my senior year, got 5th. And so far here, I've been indoor and outdoor conference champ my freshman year.
How much training goes into that to be able to perform at such a high level, and of course being a student athlete as part of that as well?
A lot, but I think our coaches and definitely the professors here help manage the balance in between. So our coaches are very understanding. Sometimes school does come first, and our professors are understanding that there may be times we have to step away from meets and competitions, but overall, like, it's been a breeze here. Like, Wesleyan really makes it easy.
It feels like the discipline that comes with, even if it's a team sport, still you're competing as an individual in a sense. So how is that dynamic different in terms of it's really on you when you were out there?
It is on you. Like, you're the only one that steps on the runway. You're the only one in your blocks, and when that gun goes off or your name is called, you're the only one performing. But at the end of the day, like, when you hear your teammates supporting you, you never really feel like you're doing it by yourself in a sense. And you always know, like, you're contributing to the team at the end of the day, because, like, at conference, the better you score, the more points you get as a team. And so it's kind of like you're on your own, but you're doing it for your team and family.
Do you plan to continue this beyond college, thinking Olympics or anything else? Hey, you got a dream, right?
I mean, if the Olympics presents itself, that'd be amazing. But no, I do plan on continuing my next 2 years here. And yeah, honestly, just having fun with it, not putting too much pressure on it.
And you were studying psychology. Did I read that right?
Yep.
So what are you looking to do with that in your career post-college?
So once I graduate from Wesleyan, I plan on going to grad school to study sports psychology, specifically get my master's in that. And I want to help professional athletes, preferably NFL, NBA, because that's what I grew up around. And just helping athletes understand, like, the importance of your mental health in sports, because it's not just all physical.
And that's fascinating to me as a student athlete yourself. How do you find that right balance when you are juggling sports and being an athlete and being a student and everything else as part of college life?
Yeah, I'll be very honest, it's very hard sometimes to try to find that balance, but once again, like, I have to bring it back to the support system here because you never really do anything alone. So the coaches, they are completely understanding of if you're needing that time off for yourself, you have to take that time off, because no matter how well you may do physically, if your mental isn't there, it won't even matter.
Yeah, that balance seems critical because you have to be able to, I guess, have a cheat day once in a while.
Yeah.
You got to be able to have some balance to your life when there's always this thought in the back of your head. If you stop for a second where your competitor is still grinding, you know, and that I think can probably put undue pressure on somebody.
Yeah, I think here it's been very helpful to have friends, teammates, professors, coaches, obviously, that really make sure to put you first. First thing they always ask is how you're doing, and they're not talking about physically. They're always asking how you are mentally, how you're feeling, how your day's been, and then we get into the physical. And finding that balance is really important, and I think I found it here with the people I have around me.
And that's good when you're allowed to answer that honestly.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well, we really appreciate the time, and congratulations on the honor. It's been a stellar career already, and we're looking forward to what the next few years have to bring on top of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
As we are joined at halftime by Imani Ogunribido here at halftime at Illinois Wesleyan. We'll be back with the second half in a moment. This is Titan Basketball at 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12-ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
The Titans lead by 5 at 39-34 here at the intermission. The Titans shot 52% from the floor in the first half, 14 of 27. The Pioneers were 12 of 31 for 39%. Titans were 4 of 10 from 3. Pios 3 of 13, got hot late. Titans were 7 of 9 at the line. Pioneers 7 of 10. Pioneers were plus 5 of the boards, 19-14, including 7 offensive rebounds. Titans had 7 turnovers. Pioneers had 8. Nick Roper leads the Titans with the 17. Eric Victorson has 15 so far through the first 20 minutes as the Titans have the ball going right to left here in the second half in their home whites and greens. Nick Roper on the baseline. From the post, turns, misses, but draws the foul, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, Titans going right into that post area, posting up. Roper able to extend over the top with that left hand, able to get to the line. And Kylo Simpson picks up his second personal foul. Kylo Simpson's done a nice job trying to keep Roper out of the lane as much as possible, but Nick's had a great game. A lot of that from the three-point line, and especially in transition for Nick tonight.
Nick gets all of the rim, and that one falls off. 6 for 6. From the floor in the first half, 3 of 4 at the line. Before that miss, has knocked down a couple of trays as well, and gets this one to fall, and that gives him 18 on the night.
That one hit a lot of the rim, but able to drop it home there.
40-34, Wesleyan up by 6, led by as many as 12, led most of the first half. Wofford with the behind-the-back dribble, goes baseline, cross-court to a driving Kylo Simpson, out of control. Missed the runner, Wilmson the rebound. Fridman back the other way for Wesleyan. Fridman on the right to Hakeem Williams, on the left to Wilmson. Chest pass left side, Funk. Funk off the pick, pulls up a running one-hander, no good. Ball came out of the air. Looked like it might have been pulled up by Wilmson out of bounds. It will go to the Pioneers.
Yeah, Mason with an awkward shot that time. A little bit off on it. We'll see if he'll attack the rim next time and try to get it all the way to the basket.
40-34, Wesleyan into the lead. Ahead to Victorson. He'll turn, fire a three, and misses. A rebound going to Wofford. Cross-court pass, the steal by Roper. Roper might have been held, be able to track down the loose ball. Minute gone by in the second half. Roper left side. Roper off the pick. Looking to penetrate. Goes baseline. Pivots off the backboard. Left it short. Rebound taken by Neighbor.
Yeah, first miss for Nick on the night. Nice job by Kylo Simpson. Able to cut him off that time. A little pull up. Just didn't go down.
Pioneers still dominating on the glass unexpectedly in this one. Kobe Simpson on the left wing. Kicks into the corner. Three on the way by Victorson. Still hot. 18 for Victorson.
Yeah, they've been able to ride his three-point shooting here so far in this contest and really got him back in the game in the first half.
Hakeem Williams kicks it into the wing to Josh Fridman. He looks to penetrate. Holds it. Kicks it out to Hakeem Williams. Williams on the drive. Outside the half circle. The runner, no good. A rebound going to Kylo Simpson.
And Titans doing a nice job again, getting a paint touch. Just couldn't finish right near the rim.
Victorson guarded by Roper. Now to Neighbor. Neighbor flips it on the wing. Kobe Simpson into the paint. Neighbor's 13-footer spins out.
Yeah, really good look. Nice job by Kobe Simpson getting downhill.
Funk all the way with a right hand for two.
Talk about getting downhill. Nice little crossover that time. Get back to the right hand and able to finish.
5 for Mason Funk, 42-37. Kobe Simpson left of the lane. Cutting it on. Funk now goes to the post up. Jump hook. Outside the half circle, no good. Good box out there by Funk, clearing the rebound for Harrison and Wilmson.
Yeah, still pretty good shot that time for Carroll. Nice job by Simpson, able to back down to about 5 feet. Got a pretty good look at it.
Wilmson unloads to Roper, goes baseline. Now posting up against Victorson. Gets in the paint, slapped away, the steal.
Yeah, really nice job by Victorson. Knew that Roper was going to extend over the top any second. Did a great job getting a hand on the basketball.
Kobe Simpson in the corner, now to Neighbor. Titans up by 5. Wofford jacks up a 3, falling down, missed it. Tried to get a whistle, didn't, and Funk tracks it down to the corner.
Yeah, really good job by Hakeem Williams avoiding contact there at the end of that play.
3 minutes gone by in the half. Titans by 5. Fridman lines up a shot, doesn't take it. Roper does, and it's in and out.
Boy, good look by Nick from the outside.
The outlet, the steal by Roper keeps it alive, though, to Kylo Simpson. For the Pioneers, Neighbor jump step in the paint and goes glass for 2.
Really good finish there by Jacob Neighbor. Great body control. Had to go up against Wilmson. Good job kissing that one off the glass.
Second bucket for Neighbor. Hakeem Williams back the other way. No tip. Foul before that. Putback attempt as Hakeem got knocked to the floor.
Yeah, Titans attacking the glass here in the second half, and we've seen that a lot from them coming out of the halftime break against multiple different teams. Able to get to the basket. That time it was Williams. Multiple guys who can do that, but looking to get paint touches as much as possible, attack that glass as much as you possibly can as well. We'll see if they can extend this lead, but Carroll's done a great job hanging around here so far in this contest.
Neighbor with the foul, his first, team second. Hakeem Williams at the line, 2 points. 0 for 3 from the floor. First one is up and off the back rim, no good.
You can see Hakeem was a little shaken up on that previous play. Couldn't knock down that free throw there. And now we see a bunch of new players in for the Pioneers. Had a lot of guys really play well off the bench in that first half.
Lamar Smith and Justin Steineke and Evan Bland are the ones coming in for third-year coach Taylor Jansen. Hakeem Williams gets the second foul shot to go. And it's 43-39. Bland pedals into the front court, guarded by Mason Funk. Waves off help, bounces the ball right side to Smith. Smith with a handoff back to Kylo Simpson. One hands the ball out to Wofford on the right wing. Wofford on the drive into the paint, kicks into the corner to Steineke. Side steps, jump step back out to Wofford. 9 to shoot, throws up a long 3, comes up short. Long rebound to Smith. Now Kylo Simpson off the fresh 20, shuffles baseline, fades from 12, no. Marco Anderson taps alive the rebound to Hakeem Williams. The outlet to Funk on the left side. Pioneers get back, Funk gliding in right of the lane, hits the runner for 2.
Long rebounds have been really tough for the Titans to be able to gather here so far in this contest. That's really allowed Carroll to get a number of offensive rebounds off those 3-point shots from the outside.
7 for Funk, 46-39. Perhaps we're seeing Funk heat up late as he did on Saturday against Wheaton. Kylo Simpson dribbled off his foot but kept it alive. Now to Smith. Handoff Wofford, baseline, raises a 15-footer and sinks it.
That's the type of game that we saw from Aaron Wofford. Again, a guy who can create his own shot, create some space. Nice job elevating over the top. He's got a nice mid-range game. We've seen that in the past.
Baseline, Roper turns and draws the foul against Kylo Simpson. Wofford did not play in their first head-to-head matchup back on December 7th as he was in the final days of a long recovery from an ACL injury, but has played 9 games since. Now Roper at the line for 2.
Yeah, you can see him with that big knee brace out there. Certainly trying to get himself back into game action here again as Roper misses the free throw. Nick has had a stretch over the last couple weeks. Has really shot the ball well from the free throw line. Attacking that glass. Just couldn't finish that layup inside. Had a chance at the and one. Now he's just going to have to try to put a point on the board.
Roper is 4 for 7 at the line tonight with 18 points. And can't get the roll on that one. Loose on the floor. Funk picks it up. Gets it inside to Roper. Pulls up and he'll head back to the line once again.
Get another shot at it here. Great job by Mason Funk keeping that basketball alive. Terrific hustle that time. Able to dig that one out. Gives Nick a little chance here to maybe knock down 2 right here. Make up for the 2 he missed a moment ago.
First foul on Lamar Smith and the team's 4th already in this half. As Roper returns to the line and gets the roll this time.
That one hung that time on the rim. And he's decided to drop down.
Jackson Ego getting ready to come in. Rope's second try is short. Gets 1 free throw. Roper now with 19 points. Smith the rebound for the Pioneers. 5-point game. Titans on top. 5 minutes gone by in the half. Bland to Wofford. Right side, Smith hands back to Bland with a head fake. Cuts in left of the lane, bumps Fridman. Kicks it out. Wofford in the corner. Back to Bland with a step. Baseline ball knocked up in the air. Hit by Anderson. Kept alive though for the Pioneers. Bland with a slashing drive inside to Smith for 2.
I've seen that ball get tipped around. And boy, Carroll's come up with a number of them. That puts the Titans in a really difficult rotation spot. Nice job by Bland getting downhill to the basket. Drawing some defenders inside and dishing it just the right time.
Gazelle left of the lane, swings it wide right to Fridman. Thought about the shot, but covered. Inside to Anderson with a jump hook and can't get the roll. Rebound going to the Pioneers. It was Justin Steinecke, a 3-point game. Wofford for the tie and hits it from long range.
Might be that kind of night for Carroll right there. As Wofford kind of staring down the defender for just a second. Launches the 3. We got ourselves a brand new ball game.
Titans led by as many as 12 in the first half. Fridman looking like he got bumped on the drive, lost the ball, back to get away. Pioneers with numbers. Smith the layup and the foul.
Give it up, get it back. Really well done that time by the Pios. And all of a sudden now, Carroll's got the lead here with 13:51 to go in the game. Well, the Titans having a hard time.
Their last lead was 8-5. As Mason Funk gets his 3rd foul. First foul of the half on the Titans, and Funk will leave just as he was starting to heat up in the offensive end. Nathan Bolt comes in for him. Smith with 7 points on the night. And he hits it to put the lead at 3. 49-46 Pioneers.
You can feel Carroll just building confidence now. The Titans had a nice double-digit lead in the first half. Let the Pios back in the game. And now we're seeing them on top here in the second half.
Titans with 4 reserves on the floor. 1 starter, that's Roper. Bolt on the right side. Looking, unloads to Nego, top of the key. Delivers it left side to Roper. Lost the dribble. Can't get it back. Smith scoops it up off the floor for the Pioneers.
A nice job again by Carroll, digging down on that help side defense.
Bland goes to baseline and runs into a double team. Threads the needle to Steinecke for 2, and the Titans call timeout. Steinecke the layup, and Illinois Wesleyan finds themselves down by 5. The Pioneers have outscored the Titans 17-7 in the second half.
Yeah, it's been all Carroll here in half number 2. Boy, they have really played well on the offensive end. Well, you got to be impressed with Evan Bland. Really nice job getting downhill, attacking the glass. Wofford's hit some shots in the second half, but it was really Victorson that kept them in the game in the first half. His shooting got them back in the contest. Boy, down by double digits in half number 1. All of a sudden, he catches fire. back within 5 at halftime. All of a sudden now, Carroll playing with extreme confidence. It's not just the guys starting the game. It's guys coming off the bench as well. Boy, Lamar Smith has really played well for Carroll here so far in this game. Getting rim-to-rim action from him. The bench has done a really nice job. Boy, it has been all Pioneers here in the second half. This is a senior-laden team for Illinois Wesleyan. They've got a ton of experience. We'll see if it shows up here over the next 13-15. But Carroll's put them in a really, really tough spot now. And a spot that we haven't really seen the Titans in quite a while now. With a 5-point deficit here this far into the second half. The recipe for the Titans has been kind of slow starts, letting the other team hang around in the first half, and then putting on that stretch run in half number 2 to extend leads. Not tonight. It's been all Pioneers here so far with a really nice run to start half number 2.
Carroll looking for its first road victory since mid-November when they won at Greenville. They're 2-6 in league play. The Titans 8-1, tied with North Park and Carroll, Carthage rather, atop the CCIW race. As Nathan Bolt gets ready to inbound, Hakeem Williams back in, along with Trey Bazell, Marco Anderson, and Jackson Nego off the inbound as Roper goes to the bench. Nego pedals into the front court against tight D from Evan Bland. Top of the key to Anderson. Anderson one-ups the ball to Hakeem Williams with a shuffle to the right elbow. Draws the double, kicks it out to Nego. Squares for an open 3. Too strong. Bolt the offensive rebound. The putback had it blocked. Picked up by Anderson. That shot is short. And tracked down to the corner by Eric Victorson.
Yeah, might be that kind of night for the Titans. Boy,
yeah.
Marco Anderson had a pinpoint shot.
Reminiscent of the Carthage game a couple of weeks ago where they struggled to make shots from point-blank range. Victorson the drive, no. Smith goes for the rebound and got tied up with Marco Anderson.
Boy, the energy in this contest is really all Carroll here in the second half. Boy, Lamar Smith, what a nice job coming down the lane, snatching that rebound, going right over the top. Boy, the Pioneers have just been outstanding. Boy, the Titans have really had a hard time on both ends.
Yeah, they've had the energy for a while. As the inbound comes in the corner. Now to Lamar Smith as he looks to put a move on. Anderson kicks it over to Victorson. Pass to the post, knocked away. Anderson to get a hand on it, and the steal goes to Hakeem Williams. Leading the break, cross-court pass to Bazell in the corner, flips it out loose, and Nego able to run it down.
Yeah, nice job by Trey. Just able to keep that ball in bounds.
Pass was a little high for him, and now Smith is wrapping up Anderson to the post, and Lamar Smith picks up his second foul, team's 5th. Jacob Neighbor back in for the Pioneers.
Yeah, Smith's going to come out of the game, but boy, just outstanding minutes for him off the bench tonight. Not just with the scoring and rebounding, but just the energy coming off the bench. That young man's really done a nice job. One of the main reasons why the Pioneers have this nice lead.
Baseline inbound coming for Jackson Nego. Into the corner to Bazell. Dribbles out to the left wing. Now to Roper back in. Stares down his man against Steineke. Draws the double. Kicks it out to Nego. Nego goes left. Now cuts back to the right into the paint. Cross courts the ball to Hakeem Williams. His 3 is a little long. Tip, pinballed away, and picked up by Steineke for the Pioneers. Crossover dribble on Bazell with a spin move. Draws the double. Loose basketball. Got it back. Kicks it out to Neighbor. Thought about the shot. Didn't take it. Backs down into the paint. He draws the double. Back out to Bland. Bland cuts in left of the lane. Circles the ball back out. Now tries he up and under. He's cut off. Swings it wide right. Nearly threw it away. Victorson with a 7 to shoot. Victorson goes baseline. He'll fade. Tough shot. Tipped by Roper. And Anderson comes down with it for the Titans.
Now, well defended. We'll see if the Titans can finally get something going on the offensive end. Boy, it has been a major struggle here in the second half.
Anderson right side to Hakeem Williams. Attacks baseline. Blocked from behind. Out of bounds. It'll still be Titan ball, but Neighbor got a hand on it.
Yeah, you got to give Carroll a ton of credit. Boy, the Titans have tried to get in the lane. The help side defense has been really solid for Carroll here so far in this contest. The time Jacob Neighbor coming over from that weak side, be able to get that swat. You got to give the Pioneers a ton of credit the way they played on the defensive end here so far in half number 2.
The inbound. Wilmson back to Nego. Fading from the left elbow. No good. Titans down by 5. Approaching 11 minutes to go in the game. Victorson directs traffic on the left wing. Out to Neighbor, top of the key. Neighbor threads it into Kobe Simpson. Goes to baseline inside to Neighbor. Neighbor in the post. Puts it on the floor. Gets inside the half circle. Powers it up too strong with the left hand. Nego takes it away for the Titans. Now Roper left of the lane. Gallops inside and reverses for 2.
That is a pretty move by Nick Roper. Boy, both teams went a number of possessions without scoring. Carroll not able to extend the lead, and the Titans not able to take advantage, maybe to get back on top in this contest.
Just their third field goal of the half to cut it to 51-48, 21 for Rope. Inside, Kobe Simpson out of control, no. Tapped out to Hakeem Williams. They break 2-on-3. Hakeem left of the lane, lays it up and in.
Good body control that time by Hakeem Williams, and Carroll's going to take a timeout. So, boy, the offense, it has been a definite struggle for the Titans, but the defense over the last 3 minutes able to get some stops, now get some transition baskets on the other end. As you see Hakeem Williams coming right into your camera here. Look at the body control. That's what it's going to be right there. Using that body to shield the defender from the basketball and be able to get that one up and in to get the Titans back within a point here at the 10:24 mark of the second half. But a lot of the Titan baskets, Eric, have come in transition. They've had a hard time scoring in half court. You got to give Carroll a ton of credit. Once they've gotten their defense set, the weak side defense for Carroll has been very, very good. They've clogged the lane inside. They made it difficult for the Titans to be able to get in the paint and get really good looks. Boy, the Pios have done a really nice job defensively.
Before those two back-to-back buckets by Nick Roper and Hakeem Williams, the Titans were just 3 of 14 from the floor to start the half, and just about all of those were in the half court.
Yeah, and they certainly were, and that's where Carroll wants to keep this game as much as possible, and you got to give the Pioneers a ton of credit on the offensive end. It was Victorson for a while, and then it was all of a sudden some guys coming off the bench, making some plays, getting enough offense to be able to take that 5-point lead. Really good time out that time by the Pioneers. Slow down that momentum for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see what happens here over the last 10-24. This is where the Titans have been really good so far this year. We'll see if they can make it happen again.
Titans have a 3-game road swing coming up after this one. As they go to Elmhurst on Saturday, the Pioneers are back home against Milliken on Saturday afternoon. As Steinke has it at the top of the key, guarded here by Mason Funk. Back in with 3 fouls. Now on the wing, Dom Burns out to Steinke, left of the lane, moves in on Funk, slashing into the bucket, lays it up off the mark. And a foul underneath here against Illinois Wesleyan on Harrison Wilmson.
Illinois Wesleyan foul is on Harrison Wilmson, his first on the team.
It's his first, team's second. Only 2 on the Titans. Pioneers have 5 in this half. And Justin Steinke will go to the line for 2. Steinke just reached the 1,000 career point mark in their game against Carthage over the weekend. A 5-year starter, playing in his 106th game with the Pioneers. He started during the COVID year as a freshman and has been a mainstay for the last 5 years as he gets 1 of 2 here.
Yeah, coming off the bench right now, but another guy that's got a tremendous amount of experience. That's one of the things about this Carroll team. A lot of seniors on this club, so they're not going anywhere here in the last 9:54.
Midway through the second half, Titans are up by 2, and they'll call a hold away from the basketball. They'll get Dom Burns for this one.
Now, this is the 16th foul here against Carroll, so we'll see if the Titans can find some points at the line. Half-court offense, it's been difficult. Most of it's come in the fast break.
Friedman looking underneath, inside the half circle to Roper. He's double-teamed, has to kick it out. Hakeem Williams right side to Friedman for 3. Got it!
Josh has hit some big shots, and that's another one right there. Boy, they swing it around. He knows how to step in, and boy, he knocks him down, and Friedman gives the Titans the lead back here at 53-52.
That's 7 for Friedman. 9:30 to go in the second half. Kobe Simpson into the corner to Burns. Burns backs it up. Kobe Simpson baseline to Neighbor. They double down. He kicks it out to an open Wofford for 3 and hits.
And you can see, boy, they got the Titans in another tough rotation. We talked about rotations before the game started. That was a tough rotation right there. Good ball movement there as Jacob Neighbor looked like he had a pretty easy shot inside, decided to kick it out when Wofford made him pay.
Wofford in double figures with 10, 55-53. Pios by 2 inside Wilmson. Got blocked, got it back, stuck with it, and reverses for 2.
And we talked about Jacob Neighbor and how important he is because he can keep Wilmson from getting the basket, an easy basket on the other end there. As Dom Burns puts one in, boy, Illinois Wesleyan just lost him on the backside.
Burns with 4, 57-55. Pios take the lead back. Cutting into the paint. Hakeem Williams. Friedman tries it again for 3. Long on this one. Rebound Neighbor. Darts it out to Wofford. Right wing. Titans get back on D. Wofford has to slow it down. Launches it out to Neighbor. On the cut, inside Kobe Simpson, the double clutch, and gets the roll.
You can tell he knows what he wants to do. Again, using that height advantage. He knows he's got it. He turns the corner right there. Able to get all the way to the basket inside and pops that 5-footer right off the bench. And boy, the Titans in trouble tonight here. 8:16 to go. He thought like they made a push. Carroll right back at him in a 4-point deficit.
59-55, Pioneers with the lead with 8:16 to go in the second half. In other CCIW action, Elmhurst is in control at Wheaton, 72-50, so it looks like they'll be coming off a win when the Titans go there on Saturday to Elmhurst. Midway through the second half in Rock Island, Augustana leads North Park 52-43, and North Central has a 58-45 lead at Milliken. The Titan women have a bye tonight as they prepare for their trip to Elmhurst on Saturday afternoon. Matt Sossler will have the game for you at 2 p.m. on IWSports.com ahead of the men's game at 4:15.
Well, this is probably the game Carroll's been waiting for so far this year. As you mentioned, they've lost some tough ones. A very experienced team. Had some high expectations with so many guys coming back off last year's club. Haven't been able to get it done in many contests so far this year, but boy, surprising the Titans tonight, up by 4.
Yeah, preseason number 6 in the CCIW. Funk lines up a long 3 and buries it from the left wing.
Whew, that is a big one for Mason Funk right there. And Josh Friedman draws just a little bit of defensive help right there. Nice little kick. And the sophomore knocks it home.
Second Titan at double figures. The lead back down to 1 with under 8 minutes to go. As Wofford sets the offense in motion, sets up on the right side with a brace in his right knee as he lost the basketball nearly, but able to guide it over to Neighbor. Neighbor the post with a jump hook that spins out. Carlo Kolak collects the carom for Wesleyan.
I can see Neighbor's really comfortable going to that right-hand hook. That was a good move in there. Just couldn't put it down.
Fridman left wing, back out. Kolak, Funk. Head fake, into the paint, pulls up, pushes up a right-hander and scores.
All of a sudden, Mason Funk has found it a little bit, and the Titans reel off 5 in a row after that timeout. Let's see if they can make a push here down the stretch.
A dozen for Mason Funk, the sophomore. Wofford a long 3, hits off the heel. Well, they'll rush those shots sometimes. It's been their do or die this year. Now with 7 minutes to go, Titans by 1. Funk off of the pick. He's feeling it from 19. That one's long. Neighbor has the rebound for the Pioneers.
Yeah, not a bad look. He knocked down a couple in a row.
Nice dribble drive there by Kobe Simpson.
And again, Kobe Simpson knows he's got that height advantage, and boy, he has taken advantage of it.
Outlet to Roper, one-on-one, leaves it short. And the rebound taken by the Pioneers in Victorson.
Yeah, that's a shot that Nick's going to make 90% of the time. Boy, got right to the rim and just couldn't finish it.
Wofford with the left hand, out to Victorson. Right side, it goes to Wofford again. Now on the wing, it's Neighbor. Neighbor into the paint against Wilmson. Leans in, falls toward the baseline, missed the turnaround, but drew the foul. And that will send him to the line as Harrison Wilmson picks up his second foul. Team's third. And Jacob Neighbor, an 80% free throw shooter, 9th best in the conference, will shoot 2.
And Titans have been able to create space in their last 3 contests in the second half. Might be one of those grinded-out games tonight as Jacob Neighbor's free throw is up and good. This Carroll team has been persistent throughout the contest and did a nice job of rotating players in throughout the game. They've gotten great contributions off the bench here so far. We'll see who's going to be able to finish here in the last 6:20 of the contest.
62-60. Neighbor with the 5 points on the night. Spins this one off the back rim, tapped out of bounds. Officials confer, and they'll say it was off of Marco Anderson.
Now Marco couldn't quite run that one down, and now Carroll's got another possession here. And this is what's really been a killer for the Titans. Boy, Illinois Wesleyan's done a great job on the boards all year. Carroll, so many outside shots tonight, and they have taken real advantage of that on the glass.
Into the corner. Dom Burns flips it out. Right wing to Bland. 11 to shoot. Baseline to Smith. Kicks it out to Bland. Bland goes baseline behind the goal. His pass tipped up in the air. Pulled down by Hakeem Williams. Looks to run the break. Swings it right side to Funk. Funk puts on the brakes. Now feeds the post to Marco Anderson. Darts it out left wing to Kolak. Kolak looks for a seam. Swings it back out to Funk. Titans down by a deuce. Funk the drive, the floater off the window, no good. Back tap, can Funk track it down? Yes, he does, in front of the Titan bench. But then Marco Anderson had it tapped out of bounds. Officials confer here, and it looks like they're going to go send it the other way to the Pioneers.
Yeah, ball got batted around right there. Good job by Mason Funk trying to run that basketball down. The Titans just trying to fight through it tonight. Nothing's been easy. Certainly hasn't been smooth. I think in one of those games you just have to try to fight through and try to figure out a way to win it.
Steineke brings it up for the Pioneers. 5.5 minutes left. Carroll 62, Wesleyan 60. Kylo Simpson spins, gets it out to Steineke. Steineke getting some key minutes down the stretch. The veteran into the paint. Steineke looks, swings it wide right, poked away, right back to Steineke. 4 to shoot, 3, 2. Shot might have been tipped. Marco Anderson had it, but then Steineke took it away. The shot clock did not reset. 3 missed by Victorson. Smith, it's loose. And looked like Akeem Williams came away with it at the bottom of the pile. And it was a timeout called by the Titans as Akeem Williams came away with it. And it has been a hot potato for Illinois Wesleyan. Those 50-50 balls have been a challenge for them tonight.
Yeah, they have had a hard time coming up with Eric. And boy, Carroll's brought a tremendous amount of energy. It must have felt like the Titans had possession of that basketball for just a moment, because I really don't think I've seen where the shot clock's gone off and none of the officials have reacted to it in any sort of way. They just let the play go. Must have felt like there must have been a change of possession for just a second.
Well, the Pioneers have a 37-31 rebounding edge. That includes 13 offensive rebounds. Illinois Wesleyan is one of the best rebounding teams in the country, if not the conference. They're plus 11 per game, while the Pioneers, a much smaller team, a team that's essentially 4 out, 1 in. They're minus 3 per game, but that has not been the story here tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about this in keys to the game, right? For Carroll, spread Illinois Wesleyan out. That's exactly what they've been able to do. Long shots give you long rebounds. It negates that height advantage many times, and that's what happened. That's how this game has played out here so far, really to the advantage of the Pioneers. You know, they haven't shot it great, under 40%, under 30% from that three-point line, but an 8+8 on the boards here so far in the contest. They have had so many second opportunities to be able to score in the game. That's why we got a 62-60 game. One of the things to look for here down the stretch is Kobe Simpson. He's been able to use his size against the smaller guards for Illinois Wesleyan out front, been able to attack the basket on a few possessions here over the last few moments. We'll see if Carroll continues to go to that down the stretch to be able to produce baskets.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining after the Titans had to burn one to maintain possession on that last trip. Titans also have the arrow on the next alternate possession. Marco Anderson top of the key, wheels left, gets it off to Akeem Williams. Looks to penetrate at the foul line, bounce pass baseline to Anderson. Kicks it out to Nigo, head fake, pulls up, mid-range 2, and he hits it to tie the game.
Yeah, really nice head fake that time by Jackson Nigo. Got the defender in the air, able to go by.
Tied at 62. The scoop by Kobe Simpson and a score.
Again, Kobe Simpson attacking the glass. Boy, they just didn't pick him up. Nobody picked him up till he got to the foul line. He made him pay.
That's 9 for Simpson. He's gotten hot here in the second half. 64-62. Pioneers by a deuce. Kolak right side, top of the key to Akeem Williams. Starts it left side to Nigo. Back out to Williams, and Marco Anderson is holding his right leg.
Now, he went down pretty hard that time, and we'll see if he's going to be okay. That time, actually, Holden looks like the left ankle.
The ankle. His left one, not putting much power on it, and he'll gingerly go to the bench.
He'll kind of hobble off that time, so 15 on the shot clock here for the Titans. Hopefully we'll see Marco again tonight, heading over to the trainer's table.
So the Titans keep it here with Carlo Kolak inbounding. 15 of the shot clock. Just over 4 minutes left in regulation. Roper top of the key. Holds the ball, gets back to Nigo. Nigo looks for a post feed, instead out to Akeem Williams. At 4, at 3. Wilmson strokes at 3. Wide right. Roper the rebound for the Titans. They'll reset. Back out to Akeem Williams. Left side, Nigo feeds the post and threw it away. Wilmson couldn't get down there. And the steal going to the Pioneers, and the ball nearly taken away by Akeem Williams. Now it's Smith, top of the key. Pios by 2. Kobe Simpson cuts to the baseline, threads it inside to Smith, and the shot spun out from 6 feet.
Wow, he was right there at the rim. Love to have that one back.
Roper into the paint, tees it up to Jackson Ego. Into the paint, the runner, no, short. Williamson the rebound, the putback, and the foul.
Big guy just wearing out the smaller players for Carroll inside. Jackson Ego with some big moments right there. Just the fact that he's able to get down the lane, draws that defender for just that step up the lane to try to give some help. That allows Williamson to float into that weak side rebound position, gobble up that rebound, able to get himself to the line. And here we go. We have hit the stretch here.
Williamson with 11 points, 60% free throw shooter on the season, and he puts the Titans back in the lead by 1.
And again, we'll see if Carroll is going to go to Simpson, number 12. Fridman's on him, but Kobe's done a nice job getting the lane here the last 5 minutes.
Now Victorson to the right side. Picked up here by Carlo Kolak to Smith. Smith unloads to Kobe Simpson. Backs up a tough 3. A rainbow off the back rim. No. Karam's out to Wofford. They'll reset. Wofford collided with Nick Roper on the baseline dribble drive, and Roper picks up the foul. Just their 4th. And Roper's first tonight. With 2:59 to go. Titans by 1. Funk back in for Kolak.
Kind of summarizes the game a little bit right there. Long shot. Long rebound. Carroll able to pick that one up and extend another possession.
Victorson with a 3, blocked from the side by Hakeem Williams, kept alive by Roper. Over to Harrison and Williamson.
Well, Hakeem makes some extraordinary defensive plays just about every time we see the Titans take the floor.
His 3rd block shot here tonight. Cutting in right of the lane, draws the double. Hakeem, the fade and the deuce.
I'll tell you what, the senior's stepping up, the block on one end, the fade away on the other.
Titans by 3, 67-64. Out of the post to Neighbor. Over Hakeem Williams, and it rattles home.
Really nice job. They got the mismatch. Somehow Williamson ended up on Victorson, and Williams ended up on Neighbor that time, and Carroll took full advantage of it.
Neighbor with 7, 67-66. Titans by 1. Hakeem Williams on the right side. Goes baseline on Victorson. Into the post. Runner, no, but a foul. Not sure if that was on the miss or afterward. It's on Victorson. That'll be his 2nd.
They called it a 2-shot foul, Eric. Boy, that's interesting. I don't know if it was exactly what you said, a late call on the shot, or that ball was up in the air, so it had to be on the shot that time. That was an awful late call if that was called on the shot.
And that was the shot prior.
Yeah, Hakeem hitting that fadeaway right there. That was a big one, but Neighbor came back the other way.
He's 3 for 4 at the line tonight. Sinks the first of 2.
I give Carroll a ton of credit. They have done a great job hanging around, now with a chance to win here in the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds of the game. We talked about the senior stepping up. Hakeem Williams, big block on one end, comes down, hits a fadeaway on the other, now attacking the glass.
And the free throw gets that one to fall. Hakeem with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 assists, and 3 block shots. As the Titans lead by 3 once again.
And we saw the Titans survive a triple overtime game against North Central a couple of weeks ago. And another tough battle tonight here against Carroll.
Now with the 2 minutes to go, the give and go inside. Neighbor went for the stuff. It was blocked from behind. And the foul on Williamson. Although force him to earn him at the line. But they deny the dunk. Williamson picks up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, see it coming right at you here. Nice bounce pass in there, and probably some contact on the backside as Jacob Neighbor couldn't quite finish the dunk, but really nice pass. That pass is right under the money of the big guy.
Neighbor 1 for 2 at the line. Good on the first. Wofford is out, Bland back in. Funk returns with the Titans. Kolak to the bench with 1:58 left, and the Pioneers trailing by 2.
We'll see if anybody can open up a 2-possession lead here in the last couple of minutes. Try to take a little bit of control of this contest where we just go back and forth as Neighbor knocks down that free throw right there.
69-68. Titans won the first matchup by just 6, but there were some tense moments of that game late, and indeed the case here tonight. Hakeem Williams wide right as Roper gets it inside, and Williamson stepped out of bounds.
Coaching staff for Illinois Wesleyan wanting to push on that particular play. Not get a call down there. Now Carroll's got it again.
Wofford back in, and Bland goes to the bench. That's 13 turnovers by the Titans tonight. 12 for the Pioneers. Victorson gets it across. Titans with a 1-point lead. Neighbor the handoff to Wofford. Tries to size up a shot. On the wing, Kobe Simpson. Simpson on the penetration. Backdoor, Bland bobbled the basketball, and Roper comes away with it for the Titans.
That was actually Kylo Simpson that time, but couldn't quite come up with that basketball down there. Boy, a big turnover on that particular possession. Boy, if you're Kobe Simpson, you've done such a nice job of getting downhill, going over the top. Might have been a little bit too unselfish on that one, Eric. He's done a really good job scoring over the smaller guards for Illinois Wesleyan out there. Didn't take advantage of it on the downhill drive. Tried to dish it off, and boy, I'd almost like to see him take that little 5-6 footer, because that's been a really effective play for him. I thought when he got to that particular spot, I thought the Titans were in major trouble there. He was going to put another one home, decide to dish it off, and a turnover there now for Carroll. We'll see what the Titans are able to do here on the offensive end, as boy, trying to hold on to that lead right now at 69-68. Team that makes the plays here in the next couple minutes is going to come out here with the victory. We'll see who's going to be able to get it done.
Pioneers have 8 team fouls, so the Titans are in the bonus. Illinois Wesleyan has 5 team fouls. Titans get the arrow on the alternate possession. Titans have just 1 timeout remaining, while the Pioneers have 2 at their disposal.
And the last time Carroll was able to win a road game, November 15th, that was at Greenville, playing one of those system teams, 130-107. They won their first road game of the year. They went up and beat Lakeland up in Wisconsin, 90-69, the final in that contest. So Carroll just going right up north. Lakeland is right outside Sheboygan, Wisconsin, so pretty close to the Carroll campus. But that's the last time they were able to win a road game. A couple neutral site wins, UMass, Dartmouth, and Widener were victories right before the holiday break. But this would be a huge one here for the Pioneers, but they have not been able to knock off the Titans quite a while and trying to get it done tonight.
Not since December of 2018. Roper off the inbound, left of the lane, nearly lost his balance.
Yeah, he traveled. There's no doubt about it. Boy, the Titans got away with one right there.
Game clock approaching a minute. Titans by 1. Akeem Williams off the pick by Roper, drives in left of the lane, had it poked away, the steal going to Neighbor for the Pioneers.
Yeah, just about to go up with it too. He was going left right there, and somebody just got a hand on it at the last moment.
Kobe Simpson now to Neighbor, high in the left wing. Neighbor looking back door inside to Kobe Simpson. The drive, he got fouled on the dribble drive, and he'll be sent to the line. That was Roper with his second foul, and 2 big free throws coming up for the senior. Kobe Simpson, a 62% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut that time by Simpson. Well, Roper had gotten up into that lane, and Simpson was able to make that backdoor cut right there and able to knock down the free throw. And again, we got ourselves a new ball game here with 47.2 seconds on the clock.
Simpson, the second Pioneer to reach double figures, 10 points. One more try for the lead, and it's off the front rim. No, Roper pulls down the miss.
And still got him to a tie game here. And we'll see if the Titans are going to go. So no timeout here for Coach Rose. He's got just one left.
Fridman left of the lane. Ball jar loose, poked away. It's loose. Kobe Simpson comes away with it. It's a 1-on-2. Kicks it out. Kylo Simpson glides in. Missed it. Might have been tipped. Fridman runs it down. And the Titans get the final shot. If they can keep possession, Coach Rose calls timeout with 21.1 seconds to go. Another instance where a 50-50 ball does not go their way. Carroll has been, in many cases, more aggressive. Perhaps they've gotten some favorable breaks, but they have won those balls that really can go either way, and that could be a big factor here in the final seconds.
Absolutely. You got to give Carroll a ton of credit. They've played with a lot more energy tonight. Done a really good job being all over the floor. And as we mentioned in that pregame, one of their keys was going to be able to spread Illinois Wesleyan out. They've done a really nice job of that here so far in this contest. On the other end, boy, Carroll's done a great job jamming up the lane. They've made it really hard for the Titans to be able to score at the basket here in this contest. But when it's all said and done, well, the Titans got a shot at it here with 21.1 seconds on the clock. It's really interesting, though, because Illinois Wesleyan and Carroll, on the other hand, both these teams have a ton of balance. You look at their scoring, they got a ton of guys who score. So the question you have then going down the stretch is, who is the guy who's going to make the play down the stretch for you? Usually in this situation, Illinois Wesleyan has really liked to go to Nick Roper, trying to get him on the drive to his left hand. The thing about Nick, though, is, and when Nick gets the basketball, he's going to look to score, not really going to look to probably dish that basketball. And boy, Carroll is going to be all over him. They know he wants to go left. The key for the Pioneers is pushing him right as much as they possibly can. And we'll see who can make a play here for the Titans down the stretch. Right now you got a freshman point guard on the floor for Illinois Wesleyan. You got a sophomore out there, and then you've got the 3 seniors for the Titans.
Titans starting 5 on the floor, 69-69. It's Wilson, Williams, Funk, Roper, and Fridman, with Josh Fridman bringing the ball across. Tie game at 69. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 14. Roper out near midcourt. Looks like it's a clear out. It's on number 12 against Kylo Simpson. Off the pick. Roper left of the lane. The drive. The tough shot from a tough angle. Missed it. Rebound outlet to Bland from beyond half court. No good. And we are headed to overtime.
Really well defended that time by Carroll. Not a bad job by the Titans, though, because Roper got that one up on the glass. Wilmson was on the backside. Might have been there for a putback. But really nice job by Carroll. They knew what the Titans wanted to do, and that's going to be Nick Roper going to that left hand. Got inside. Good help defense there by the Pios, and Carroll forces overtime here, tied at 69. We'll see if the Titans can regroup a little bit here on the offensive end, make some buckets early in the overtime period. And the nice thing for Illinois Wesleyan, certainly not the first overtime game they've played so far this year. Carroll coming off a overtime loss at Augustana last week. That was 85-77, the final. Actually, that was a week and a half ago in that contest. So they've also played an overtime game so far this season, but reminiscent, very much so, of the North Central game the Titans played a couple weeks ago, where the Cardinals just would not go away in that contest. Illinois Wesleyan eventually was able to pull away in the third overtime, but very similar situation. A team in Carroll that has come in and dug in on the defensive end, made it really hard on the Titans inside so far tonight, played good physical basketball, and we find ourselves in the extra period.
Yeah, the Titans had that 3 OT game against North Central, and the week before they had a single overtime at Wheaton, the game in which they prevailed 85-80. So Nick Roper on the center tap with Jacob Neighbor. 5 more minutes of basketball here from Shirk Center, with the game tied at 69. The conference co-leaders in the CCIW, with Carroll looking to pull off the upset. Roper leads the Titans with 21 points. Eric Victorson has 18 to pace the Pioneers, and Victorson able to keep it alive as Pioneers win the tap. And they'll go left to right here in the overtime as Neighbor has it top of the key. With a handoff now to Victorson on the dribble drive. Bulldozes his way inside and scoops and scores.
Now Victorson hadn't scored for a while. Started off the second half with a bucket, but able to get one early in overtime. Well, that can be an important basket.
As they get the first lead of the extra period, 71-69. Hakeem Williams on the right side. Now looks to take off into the paint. Loose dribble and high off the window. No good. Outlet. Kobe Simpson to Victorson, and it goes through his hands out of bounds.
Yeah, good push that time by the Pios right there. Victorson just couldn't quite handle the pass. Trying to get that ball up the floor. And Marco Anderson's going to come into the game now for Illinois Wesleyan. Might give them a little bit of a better chance on the perimeter, but Neighbor's been a problem for them, no doubt about that. He's really played well.
Fridman right wing to Roper. Roper top of the key for 3. Banks it in!
How about that? Big break there for the Titans. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. A 1-point lead now, 4 minutes to go.
24 for Nick Roper. A 72-71 advantage for Wesley. Wofford on the left wing. Takes off on Roper. Fading. Tough shot, and he banks it in himself.
What a difficult shot that time by Aaron Wofford. That time off of one leg. Able to find the basket.
Wofford with a 12. I guess it was his good leg in that case. 73-72. Pioneers by 1. Roper right of the lane. Darts to left side to Funk. He squares up, doesn't shoot. Now takes off into the paint. Shovels it inside to Marco Anderson for 2.
Well done that time. Really nice play by Mason Funk. Get downhill, draw the defense, dump it off to the big guy.
74-73. Kobe Simpson, the leaner, no, but a foul against Josh Fridman. And that is his first, and a pair of free throws coming here for Kobe Simpson, who has been a thorn in the side of the Titans here since halftime.
And you see Nick Roper off the glass right there, the three-pointer. A little shrug at the end. Sometimes you get fortunate on the outside shot.
Simpson makes the first to tie the game.
Now, we mentioned this at the end of the second half, that they were going to try to use Simpson's size. As soon as he turns that corner on Fridman, he's got an advantage going downhill. He's tried to take advantage of that here late in the contest.
Gets both. He has 12, and that puts the Pioneers back in front at 75-74. 3:19 left in the OT. Fridman brings it up left side to Akeem Williams. Wide right to Funk, now to Roper. Roper on the right wing. Stares down Kylo Simpson. Backs down, kicks it out. Akeem Williams looking into the paint. Draws the double. Flips it back out to Roper. Roper to the right. Goes to baseline. Draws the double. Flips it up. No, but drew a foul.
And we'll see what the call is going to be against. This is, I think, against Jacob Neighbor right there. The big guy is.
That is indeed his second.
It might be Kylo Simpson on the drive right there, but Roper will head to the line here for a couple free throws. It's going to struggle a little bit for Nick from the foul line so far tonight. Just 5 out of 10. He's shot it really well up to this point.
With 24 points overall and long in the first. Titans are 65% at the line for the evening.
Yeah, the Titans have had some games recently where they have shot free throws exceptionally well. Just hasn't been there so far tonight.
One more try to tie the score, and he gets that one to go. 75 all. 2 minutes gone by the OT.
We've seen the guards be able to get downhill in overtime here for Carroll. Wofford hit a really tough shot, and Kobe Simpson got himself to the line.
Neighbor, top of the key, flips it out to Kobe Simpson. They give a go inside to Neighbor. Neighbor draws the double, fakes the pass, goes down low, pulls up a tough shot. Can't get the bounce. The rebound to Kylo Simpson. They get a fresh 20. Wofford, hit in the corner. Victorson with a rainbow three, comes up short. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Kylo Simpson. They'll reset the clock. They'll get a third crack at it. Kylo Simpson may got away with a walk. Jarred loose. Victorson on the drive inside. Double clutch. He got hit. Missed it. Another rebound. Turns in and out from the baseline. Loose basketball. Another rebound. Blank got knocked to the floor and holding his left ankle. But he gets up unscathed after a wild flurry of offensive rebounds and putback attempts for the Pioneers. They just couldn't clear the glass. And the fourth foul on Harrison and Williamson.
Yeah, one of those things again where they spread you out, they get you in rotation, and all of a sudden now nobody can get to that weak side rebound for Illinois Wesleyan. And the Pios have been able to do it all night to the Titans.
Neighbor at the line. He has 9 points and 9 rebounds, and back rims the first. He's 3 for 5 at the line. Wofford is out. Bland returns. Illinois Wesleyan brings Marco Anderson back in. Wilmson to the bench. Still deadlocked at 75 as Neighbor's second try is good. And Neighbor the third Pio, fourth Pio in double figures.
Yeah, Neighbor doing a nice job getting to that offensive glass there. That's just been the kind of night the Pios have had. They have really dominated the rebounding.
Right wing Marco Anderson shovels it down low to Roper. Roper kicks it back out. Funk with the head fake. Now into the paint. He had it poked away. Picked up by Akeem Williams. They'll reset the offense. 8 to shoot. Akeem shuffling into the paint. Pulls up. High arcing shot. No. Anderson the rebound and the putback for 2.
Marco, right place, right time. And again, that dribble penetration draws defenders up the lane. And a lot of times that can open up that weak side board. That time even a strong side board for Marco Anderson.
77-76. The give and go. Neighbor pulls up, pushes up. He short-armed it from 6 feet. Akeem Williams the rebound.
Yeah, there was nobody there. Boy, he really could have gotten to the basket on that nice roll. Boy, the weak side defense just never came over for Illinois Wesleyan.
The lead and the ball for the Titans. Fridman out near midcourt. Guarded tightly by Evan Bland. Just over a minute to go. The pull-up. 3. No good for Fridman. Good box out there by Neighbor for the rebound to clear it for Kylo Simpson. And the Pioneers called timeout with 1:04 to go. And Illinois Wesleyan clinging to a 77-76 lead.
Yeah, really one of the few opportunities for either side to get to a 2-possession lead. If Fridman could have knocked down that three-pointer, didn't go. It's really been that type of night for the Titans, as they have not able to hit one of those dagger shots here against Carroll. Now on the offensive end here for the Pioneers, their ball movement has been so good. They've created a number of opportunities. But again, it's going to be that same plan for Carroll now. Spread that floor, let your guards get downhill. Boy, Neighbor could go into a short post, short corner, use him on the pick and roll out front, and then get that ball up on the glass. Attack that offensive glass as much as he possibly can. Try to get the Titans in deep rotations, open up that weak side rebound. That's been the formula that's worked for the Pioneers all night long. I don't see that changing here in the last 104 of the contest.
77-76, Illinois Wesleyan by 1. Titans have 1 timeout at their disposal. Pioneers have 2. The Pioneers are at the double bonus level. Illinois Wesleyan not quite there. Actually, that's in reverse. 9 fouls against the Pioneers and 8 on Illinois Wesleyan. So it's Funk, Anderson, Roper, Williams, and Carlo Kolak on the floor.
Carroll +9 on the boards tonight. Boy, that's been the big number. That's where Illinois Wesleyan has been able to dominate teams so far this year. Not this evening, and you got to give Carroll a ton of credit.
Pioneers with 19 offensive rebounds as we enter the final minute of the first overtime. Neighbor, Jacoby Simpson, trying to shake free of Kolak. Gets it to Neighbor. Backing down on Anderson, leans in the jump hook line, drives short. Roper collects the rebound for Illinois Wesleyan.
Hey, you saw Eric. Coach Rose went with a bigger lineup there. Kolak for Fridman, trying to give him some more size on the defensive end, and it really worked. Jacoby Simpson was really taking advantage of some of the smaller guards that the Titans had on the floor, and now you get Josh Fridman back in on the offensive end. So really nice job by the coaching staff being able to bring a little bit of a bigger set out there defensively, and they get the stop right now that they needed.
With 37.7 seconds to go in the OT, 23 seconds on the shot clock, so Carroll will presumably get one more chance here. But the Titans tried to make this a 2-possession game, which neither team has been able to do in this overtime, and I think for quite some time during regulation too.
Yeah, it has been difficult. Nobody's really been able to create some space in this contest. And if you look at Illinois Wesleyan, a field goal here obviously is huge. Even to put you up 3, it puts a lot of pressure on Carroll and what they're going to be able to do on the offensive end. But for Illinois Wesleyan, it's been a lot of dribble penetration so far in this game. Carroll's done a really nice job with their help defense, not allowing the Titans to be able to get all the way to the glass. Also notice, Illinois Wesleyan's had a hard time getting any really good post touches. Carroll's played a good physical basketball game here so far, but every foul now does put the Titans at the line for 2. If you're from Waukesha, from Carroll, this is exactly where you wanted to be. 37.7 seconds in overtime. Boy, you got a chance to be able to win the game, and they put themselves in a really good spot. Where the Titans have made plays all year in these situations. We'll see if they can make them again down the stretch and pull one out in what has been a difficult night for the team in white.
The last lead of more than 1 possession for either team came at the 8:26 mark of the second half. The Pioneers led by 4 briefly before Mason Funk scored 5 in a row. Fridman off the inbound, gets it to Roper. Roper right of the lane, looking for a seam, nothing there. He backs it out.
They got a switch now. Neighbor's got him. We'll see if they try to take advantage of that.
Roper taking his time, goes baseline, backs down, kicks it out. Fridman, a long 3. Off the front rim. No, Marco Anderson going for the rebound. Looks like he got pushed. Again, a little slow when getting up. He was holding his ankle earlier, and he gets up under his own power. And now with 18.6 seconds to go, the Titans now win the double bonus as the senior Marco Anderson gets ready for a pair of free throws.
A couple big ones here for Marco, but that's exactly what he does. Marco just knows how to get to that weak side rebound. It's exactly where it's coming. It's where it's going to come off most of the time. That's exactly what happened there. Knows how to get that rebounding position.
4th foul on Kylo Simpson. The first of 2 is up and good. Anderson is 67% free throw shooter. 7 points, 7 rebounds tonight.
And Coach Rose will pull everybody off the line here. And, whether this free throw goes in or not, it's a big indicator of what they're going to do defensively on the other end.
79, 78, 76 that is. Now make it 79 as he gets 2 free throws. And the lead is at 3.
No timeout here for Carroll.
Kobe Simpson penetrates the leaner off the glass and in with 11.6. Well, Pioneers do take a timeout. Kobe Simpson with the 14 took the ball right into the gut of the bigger guard. He has had a remarkable game tonight. 11 points since halftime. Now 14 for the game after Eric Victorson was the primary threat in the first half from 3. Kobe Simpson on the dribble penetration has given the Titans all they can handle.
Yeah, and again, they've figured out size advantage at the point guard position. That's where they're going to go. They're going to try to take advantage of that. For Carroll, 2 options there on the offensive end, right? You're down 3. Again, either, hey, try to set up that 3-point shot to try to tie it, or get a quick 2, burn that time out, and that's exactly what they decided to do. Now with 11.6 seconds on the clock, hey, you're in that huddle. Hey, we're going to come out, we're going to face guard. We probably got time for one really good trap. If we can't get the basketball then, hey, we're going to give a foul, make Illinois Wesleyan earn it at the free throw line. And also right now, hey, you're kind of going down the line. You're looking at percentages. Hey, if this guy gets the ball, let's give one in this particular situation. In this situation, it might even be Nick Roper, a guy who has struggled from the line tonight. Been pretty good on the season, but struggled so far tonight. Also a situation in the huddle where you might be, hey, we're going to face guard this guy and this guy. They don't touch it. So this guy comes forward. Hey, let him get the basketball. We're going to give up a foul in that situation. So the numbers might certainly read out here, but you can see now Carroll going to face guard here, try to keep the ball from getting in bounds, and we'll see how quickly they're going to give up this foul if they don't steal the basketball.
Mason Funk to inbound from the baseline with Kobe Simpson to face guard him. Runs the inline, gets it in play to Roper. Roper's double team. They try to poke it away and they foul him. The reach in on Kobe Simpson. And it stops the clock with 8.9 seconds to go. And again, it's Roper. 25 points tonight, but 6 of 11 at the free throw line. So he's missed 6 actually, 6 of 12 at the stripe.
If you want to get it in, they put it right in that coffin corner that time. Unfortunately for the Titans, they got a foul.
First one is up and good.
Stroke looked good on that one. Now 8.9 seconds. Boy, if this one goes in and you're up by 3, well, you got to think about giving a foul in this situation. It is a key thing. Titans don't have any timeouts, so to be able to talk about it.
One more try for Roper for the 3-point lead, and he hits. Roper with 27, too short of a career high. Fridman is out. Kolak back in with 8.9 to go. Again, a 3 will tie. As the inbound, out of a foul. It's Wofford, dribbled it off his leg out of bounds. No, they'll say it was off of Hakeem.
He's going to take a look at it. Boy, that was awfully close. Now with 4.5 seconds to go in the game, no matter how this review goes, I think you're definitely going to give a foul in this situation. Boy, you get yourself under 5 seconds. This is where you're really going to think about giving up that foul when that ball gets in bounds. Really nice job by Hakeem. You notice it was strong, physical play on the ball. And even if you foul in that situation, you're still feeling pretty good about it.
So the replay review is underway.
Now we can see the replay here as trying to get a good angle. The officials talking things over. And boy, that is awfully close. And the official got a lot of help over there on the sideline on that particular play. We'll try to wind through that and come to a conclusion. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that right here, Eric, but boy, I think it did go off Williams there from as good a look as I could possibly come up with on that particular play. I think this is going to be Carroll basketball, but hopefully maybe the officials will decide differently.
Well, they did initially rule that it would be Carroll ball, and so perhaps they'll stick with that unless they have decisive evidence to the contrary.
Trying to look at the end of the play here, and
yeah, that's off of Hakeem.
Yeah,
the initial thought,
right off his right leg.
The initial thought was just the angle in which Wofford was dribbling the ball and Hakeem to his right. It seemed to me like it would have come off of Wofford, but looking at it closely there, great shot by the Titan crew.
Now they're going to call the other official over. He's going to take a look at it. Yeah, I think both of you and I are in agreement that this is going to be Carroll basketball, especially since the call was originally going towards Carroll. So if it is Pioneers basketball, boy, I really think the Titans are going to give a foul in this situation here. You got a 3-point lead. You cannot afford to give up a 3-point shot that could possibly tie it and put it into a second overtime. They're taking another look at this. Maybe after it went off of Hakeem's leg, maybe went off Wofford out of bounds after that. I mean, that's what the thought is. It is Carroll basketball, and I think the official's right on top of it. But nice to have the replay, though. Really gives them a chance to be able to figure out exactly what happened.
And it gave the Titans a chance to strategize for the final 4.5 seconds. It's going to be hard to foul here.
Yeah, if you look, Carlo Kolak back on the floor, gives them a little bit more size. The guy, you got to watch those, 34.
They're going to try to give Kobe Simpson a running start. He's in the backcourt as it comes into Victorson. Head fake, leans in, backs up for the tie. The three is short. Hakeem Williams, the rebound, and Illinois Wesleyan survives.
Well, the Titans have found a way to get it done once again. And we have seen this script before here at the Shirk Center. On the ropes against North Central, figure out a way to win. On the ropes at times here against Carroll in the second half, figure out a way to win, making the plays down the stretch. Boy, Illinois Wesleyan pulls one out, 81-78. Well, you got to give Carroll a ton of credit in this contest. I really think the game plan that the Pioneers wanted to put into play tonight really worked out for them. They were able to spread Illinois Wesleyan out. They were able to get outside shots, downhill drives to the rim, and also a ton of second shots as well off of 3-point misses. Boy, offensively, really nice job. On the defensive end, great job clogging up the lane, making it really hard for the Titans to get to the rim tonight. Boy, I thought their help side defense was tremendous throughout the contest. But Illinois Wesleyan in the end figures out a way to make enough plays down the stretch to be able to pull it out on the offensive and defensive ends. And after a while, you got to tip your cap to the Titans. They just figure out a way to keep getting it done. And in the CCIW, that's really what matters.
They do it again tonight, a 7th straight victory as they finish a perfect month of January with an 81-78 win in overtime over the Pioneers. Our post game comes up next. We'll hear from Coach Ron Rose and a player guest as well. Back in a moment. This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships, attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Behind every Wesleyan success story is a community. One made of alumni and friends devoted to creating opportunities for the next generation of Titans. When you support the Wesleyan Fund, you make a difference. Join us in providing a first-class education, a rewarding campus experience, and a lifetime of opportunities. I'm Norm Esch, a graduate Illinois Wesleyan and the head football coach for the past 35 years. Join me in supporting the Wesleyan.
And welcome back here to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan as the Titans hold on to win 81-78 here against the Carroll Pioneers. Nick Roper, our player guest here tonight. This overtime win, this is becoming a habit for you guys, right?
Yeah, I wish it wasn't. I really wish it wasn't. But you know, we're finding a way to tough out these wins. But yeah, I think we gotta get a little bit better this week so we can stop going to overtime.
Kind of like the Cardiac Kids. I mean, sure, you don't want to go to overtime. You want to win in regulation, but you had to make plays down the stretch to be able to get the victory in OT, and that certainly means a lot.
Yeah, we have a bunch of guys who can really hoop, and you know, we were tired out there, but we made the plays that we needed to. We got stops, and we came out with the win.
Nick, talk about how difficult it was to get in the lane against Carroll, and maybe the nice job they especially did with their weak side defense and how difficult that was.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job collapsing their defense when we try to get penetration to the middle. We tried to kick out, find shooters. Didn't shoot the best today, but the shots will fall, and yeah.
Talk about on the defensive end. You get a guy like Eric Victorson. He gets hot all of a sudden at the end of the half. How does that change the defensive scheme? Or maybe it doesn't at all because he's a very good shooter.
Yeah, it didn't really change it. We knew they could shoot the heck out of the ball. They have 5 guys on the floor who can shoot at any time. And so when one guy gets hot, we gotta shade to him a little bit and make sure we can try to cool him down.
Talk about at the end of the game, Kobe Simpson getting to the basket, trying to get some help maybe for your point guard there on the backside. How difficult was he to stop in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, he's great at handling the ball. He can really shoot it. And then once he gets inside, he's really crafty with his pivots and his finishes. And, yeah, credit to him. He played great today. Had
to adapt a little bit. Obviously, they're taking a lot of long shots, a lot of long rebounds, which makes it really difficult to clean up the glass. Talk about the difficulties there.
Yeah, it's tough when they shoot a 3 and you're just outside the paint, and then the ball just goes flying over your head straight to a Carroll player. But yeah, we focus on hitting our guy, making sure they don't get that offensive rebound, and we got to work on that a little bit.
Are there adjustments you can make in that situation, or hey, you're just hoping that the ball comes your way, because that's where it kind of negates your size advantage a little bit too with those long rebounds?
Yeah, you just got to make sure we put a body on the offensive rebounder and try to keep them out so they can't get the ball, and then hopefully one of our guards can come in and snag it.
Another close game, and obviously what is the advantage of having a senior-laden team when it comes down the stretch in these type of basketball games?
Yeah, it's huge. We never panicked. We knew we could get the job done, and we did it.
Yeah, and maybe the experience of having the triple overtime game before, a couple overtime games earlier, that has to help, especially in the huddles. Hey, we've been here before. We just got to get it done again.
Yeah, wish we didn't have that experience, but we do, and it definitely is a huge help having that experience.
And that would pay off down the road in case you end up in this situation again. It feels like a key moment to the game came right at the start of overtime. Often it feels like that first basket is definitive in who ends up winning the game. Carroll scores in the first possession. Then you guys come up and you hit you're laughing now. You banked in a 3 from the wing. Please tell me that you were trying to do that.
I wish I was. I was not.
I saw the shrug afterwards, like, hey, I like that it went in. Wasn't quite my attempt there, but hey, those are the type of baskets that kind of get you over the top, and sometimes need some of those.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get.
Absolutely.
So the month of January, perfect 7-0. Even if this game was not a masterpiece, you still get the win. That's all that matters. How do you feel this team is positioned now going into February?
Yeah, I feel like we're revving up for a great postseason. It's going to be the future's going to be fun.
3 games on the road coming up, starting with Elmhurst here on Saturday.
Looking forward to it.
We appreciate the time. 27 points is Nick Roper helps lead the Titans to victory tonight. 81-78 the final here in overtime. Thanks for the time. Congratulations, and we'll see you out there on Saturday.
Thank you.
Great job, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a timeout, and we'll hear from Coach Rose here in just a moment.
Thanks, Nick.
As the Titans win it 81-78 here in overtime. Back in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
It's time to play Did You Know with Illinois Wesleyan. First off, true or false? On average, over half of tuition for accepted students is covered by scholarships and grants. True. IWU invests more than $40 million in scholarships and grants for students each year. Where has IWU ranked in highest earning graduates among small schools in Illinois? If you guessed number 1, you got it. And what's even better, IWU is the number 1 college in Illinois for getting a job and number 7 in the nation. Last question, how much does it cost to apply to Illinois Wesleyan? If you said nothing, well, you're right. There's absolutely no application fee. So what are you waiting for? Visit, apply, and see all the opportunities for success that await you at Illinois Wesleyan University.
And we are back here at Shirk Center. The Titans win it in overtime, 81-78. 72-78 over the Carroll Pioneers. Coach Ron Rose joining us now, and boy, this is becoming a thing here. 3 overtimes in the month of January, 3 overtime games, I should say. You managed to win all 3 at the very least.
Yeah, we're kind of becoming the cardiac kids here. We got off to a pretty good start, had that 10-point lead, and then I just thought the first half, we were just slowing everything we did. Our group has, I think, the last 3 or 4 games for sure, and most of the season won the 50-50 battle.
Yeah.
Loose balls, offensive rebounds. We've been really good at the dirty work, and Carroll clearly won that one tonight. They got 95% of the loose balls. They out-rebounded us, had 19 offensive rebounds. I tip my hat to Carroll. This is why they scare me to death. The kids play hard. They can shoot the basketball. They played a heck of a game. But I also very proud of our guys for in a night where everything was hard. Nothing came easy. To find a way to win is really a great character trait to have.
Yeah, that's what we had mentioned with about 6 minutes ago. It's going to be one of those nights where you just have to figure out a way to have more points at the end. That's what your guys did.
Yeah, boy, we had the fumbles tonight, didn't we? How many rebounds hit our fingertips? How many loose balls hit our How many times did we drive and the ball just squirted out? It was just one of those nights. It just nothing came easy. There was no flow to what we did. And sometimes when that happens, that works on your psyche because then you become a little hesitant. I thought we were hesitant. I thought there were times I was expecting the player to go up and shoot it or to drive it or to move it, and there was just a hesitancy that I don't know if to their credit again, they were super physical, again, gosh, all respect to Carroll for the game they played tonight.
Long shots, long rebounds.
No
that was
doubt.
pretty much the case a lot of times for you defensively, and just couldn't come up with a loose ball in a lot of possessions.
That's that. And it's frustrating certainly for coaches on the sideline, for the fans, but it's also really frustrating players on the court that you work hard to make them take a tough shot, long rebound, but we were just a little flat-footed. I can't explain why. I thought the second half we played with more emotion, with more intensity, but at that point it was a game. And this is the beautiful thing about college basketball. On any given night, you have to respect your opponent, and we did. I'm not saying we didn't. We had a battle at their place, but that's the beauty of it. On any given night, any team can beat anybody.
Seniors stepping up at the end. Hakeem Williams making some big plays in regulation to get it to overtime. And then Marco Anderson comes up with a huge offensive rebound. And even though maybe a hurt ankle comes up there and knocks down a couple free throws for you, to maybe give you just a little bit of cushion.
Yeah. That combination of Harrison and Marcos has been a winning combination all year. And being able to put different guys in at different moments. Sometimes it's just kind of collecting yourself on the sideline and coming in. And so Marco came in fresh. I thought Harry did a lot of good things. But Marco certainly is such an elite rebounder. We needed that at that time.
It's also nice on your bench. You can bring a guy like Carlo Kolak in the end. He gives you a little bit more size out there defensively. I think that really helped to keep Kobe Simpson from getting to go downhill.
Well, that was the idea. He's a big, strong guard, and he was getting too deep on us. And so, late in the game when we could go offense, defense, we had Carlo on him. And now you got a 6'5" guy. You're not just going to kind of muscle your way to the basket. And so we've never practiced that before, but Carlo's coming. He a lot of times you see he's coming on the offensive end because he's scoring baskets. We have been prepping him to become a defensive stopper. Next year there's not going to be a Hakeem Williams. Can Carlo kind of be one of those guys that you can put on a elite scorer on the other team? And he can do it. He's grown so much defensively that hopefully he understands that confidence we have and put him in that situation.
We also talked about this about 6 minutes ago, that Carroll's got so many guys that have been here that they're not going to go anywhere. They've got so many guys that you've played against for 4 or 5 years now. They've got a tremendous amount of experience, and they can match your club in that amount of experience.
They have 4th and 5th year guys.
Yeah.
And when you log that much experience, you come into the Shirk Center, you've been here before. And you got, it's that time of year where we're down to 7-8 games, that it just means more to older guys because they know their careers are winding down, and certainly they played like it. Now, I did think when we were up 10, had we not relaxed and had we been able to get that to 15, 16, at that point it becomes totally different. And that's a lesson that we kind of learned, but again, they don't go away, and when you can shoot the ball and you have the offensive skill set that their players have, it's tough to match up.
4.5 seconds to go in overtime. Loose ball. Carroll gets it back. What are you thinking about on the defensive end? Are you considering fouling at that point? They did have a 3 that would have tied the game.
Yeah, no, that was the plan. Now, the hard part is on a sideline out of bounds play, they're running a play to catch the ball in a position to shoot it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to foul the three-point shooter. Had we been in a position we wanted under 4 seconds to foul the ball handler, but we did not want to foul them in a scoring area because so many of their guys can rise up and shoot it.
I think that's happened 5 times in the last 2 games, by the way. You fouled a 3-point shooter, so you certainly don't want to do it in that case.
Way too much. And there's the rub is for many games we weren't guarding the 3-point line, so we're on our guys about guarding the 3-point line.
Well, they're doing that now.
And now we fouled 3-point shooters, which certainly needs to be addressed because you don't want, that's the best way for a shooter to get going is step that line for 3 free throws. But the idea was if they didn't catch it in a position to turn and shoot, we wanted to foul, under 4 seconds. And I thought Rope made a good decision. He came up, the kid caught it at the top of the key. He clearly was in a position to shoot the ball, and Nick at least made him take a contested 3.
And it was Victorson that took that last shot who knocked down a number of 3s tonight. But Nick is a hard player to shoot over as well, so that length certainly is to his advantage.
No doubt. And I don't know what were they from the 3-point line, 6 for 25, so they didn't necessarily shoot a high percentage. Right. But you know what a quality shooters they are, and they did make some. I mean, the Wofford kid who changes the dynamic of their team from the first time we played him, hit a ridiculous 3 that just we could just never get away from him. We had a 1-possession game. We're trying to get that thing to a 2-possession game, but to their credit, they're really good. Another adjustment we made was their little point guard Bland was breaking us down, finding open people, and we ended up putting Hakeem on him just to try to contain him, keep him in front because he was causing havoc for us in terms of getting into the paint and finding shooters as well.
And really, he did the same thing up in Waukesha as well. I was really impressed with him both games that he played against the Titans.
He's hard to keep in front of you. He's really hard, and then it's especially hard when you surround him with a bunch of 3-point shooters. And so it's hard to stay in a gap and contain him with people on either side of him when those people are worried about the shooter. So they ignore their record. And it's heartbreaking for them because they've been in a lot of these games just like this. They're a very good basketball team, and they're gonna win some games here at the end of the season.
Well, it's been fun here for the last week and a half, but it's time to get back out on the road in February. Just 2 more regular season home games left here at Shirk Center, with the next 3 on the road up I-55 this Saturday and next week.
Yeah, it's been great being home. And we've had so much support this year from Titan fans. We want to thank them for doing that. A game like this on the road could end up differently. So Shirk magic is real. It happened again tonight. It happened with North Central. It's been a good homestand, and now we need to gas up the van and see what we can do on the road on Saturday at Elmhurst.
All right, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you at Elmhurst on Saturday.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Coach Ron Rose, as Illinois Wesleyan survives this one in overtime, 81-78, the final. Let's look at the final numbers in this game briefly, as the Titans shot 44% from the field for the game, 28 out of 64, 7 of 20 from 3 for 35%, 69% at the foul line, 18 of 26. While the Pioneers shot 38% for the game, 28 out of 74, 6 of 25 from three-point range for 24%, and they made 70% of their free throws, 16 of 23. Carroll won the battle with the boards. Not too many times have the Titans been out-rebounded this year, but Carroll was 46-41, including 19 on the offensive glass. Titans had 15 turnovers while the Pioneers had 14 tonight. Titans had 3 in double figures, led by Nick Roper's 27 points, 7 rebounds. Harrison Williamson, 12 points, 9 boards. Mason Funk had 12 and 6 with 2 blocks. Hakeem Williams, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 4 blocks. Marco Anderson had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Josh Fridman had 7 points, 4 assists. Carlo Kolak finished with a 4. Jackson Ego had 2. Trey Bazell and Nathan Bolt both did not score. 3 in double figures to pace the Pioneers, led by Eric Victorson's 20 points, 5 boards. Kobe Simpson finished with 15. Aaron Wofford, 12. Jacob Neighbor, 9 points, 10 boards. Lamar Smith, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Kylo Simpson had 5 points, 6 rebounds. Dom Burns had 4. Justin Steinke, 3. Nick Van Nickeren finished with 2. Evan Bland, who was critical in their game when the Titans played them back in December, did not score. That doesn't even feel right. He only had 1 shot tonight, but he did not score. Pioneers fall to 6-12 on the year, 2-7 in conference play. Illinois Wesleyan now 9-1 in the league and 17-2 overall with 6 games to go.
Yeah, you talk about Evan Bland, and Coach Rose said, hey, we had to make some defensive changes on a guy that didn't even score. He was getting in the lane so well, and the second time he was able to do that against the Titans. Well, you got to give Carroll a ton of credit. Outplayed Illinois Wesleyan for much of the contest, but really good teams find ways to win on nights where they don't have it all together. That was the Titans tonight. Boy, certainly on the offensive end, it was a struggle at times, but played enough defense to be able to pull out a victory. So Illinois Wesleyan 17-2 now on the season, and they find themselves now on top of the CCIW here with 6 games left to play. Boy, Eric, it's going to be tough. 4 out of 6 are going to be on the road, starting off at a very tough place to play on Saturday, going up to Elmhurst, try to knock off the Blue Jays.
Well, the Titans entered the night in a 3-way tie for first place. They leave tonight in sole possession of first place. Carthage did not play tonight. They'll be back in action on Saturday. And North Park lost tonight against Augustana, 78-70, the final score there. As Illinois Wesleyan gets ready for Elmhurst on Saturday. Doubleheader starting with the women at 2. Men tip at 4:15. Matt Sossler has the first game for you on iwsports.com. And we'll come your way for the men's game at about 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Then it's on to North Central and Carthage, the next 2 on the road next week. As we wrap it up here from Shirk Center, we thank our crew here on the video stream. Dylan Meyer, Nicole Duma, Lola Avila, Stacy Agiola, Caleb Swanson, and Tyler Wilson, and Bucket Paulson in our WESN studios here on the Illinois Wesleyan campus. Again, our final score, Illinois Wesleyan wins it 81-78 over Carroll University. This is Eric Stock saying so long from Shirk Center. This has been Illinois Wesleyan Titan Basketball on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.